Support your Tucson Terrakions this season in the UCL by scooping up a piece of apparel using the link on the screen or in the description below. And we're not done. We also got socks this year. We got socks. Woo-hoo! What's good, YouTube? Episode 82, you're back again once again. And today, I am your coach of the Tucson Terrakions here for our first team building session in Season 3 of the United Championship League. God damn it, I am very excited. I'm very happy to be here, ladies and gentlemen. This is easily my favorite part of the UCL in whole, like, even more than battling. I like team building more because I'm like a sponge. Like, I just want to sit and soak it all up and it's just great. But of course, you know, we can't team build without our Wi-Fi sensei, Nexus.
Yeah. Hello.
So Nexus is here to help us team build. I'm not too stressed about Nexus helping us battle. I know some of you guys are like, "Oh, you're gonna fight Nexus?" Nexus and I don't fight until the very last
match.
Boom! You see, we were ready to team build this week, my nigga. We were ready to team build.
Okay, basically, we can keep building to the last week.
Yeah, we can build, and I don't care if Nexus knows my team and strats and this and that. I'm gonna beat him anyways, so it's fine. Absolutely, Nexus. Oh, absolutely,
dog. W's coming this time. We're 2-0 right now. W coming
Nexus,
this time.
I told you this before, dog. If I beat you this season, that's it. That is it, dog. That's 3 seasons in a row. That is it. Never again. I'm never gonna battle you again, dog.
Season 1 was taken from me, bro. That shit was taken from me.
Nah, dog. That was a well-trained crocodile, dog. That was a well-trained crocodile. That's what that was.
That was a boxer, bro. That nigga dodged.
That was a well-trained crocodile. So this week we are team building, and I want to let you guys know that normally in previous seasons we would upload our team builders on Friday, and then the battles would go up on Saturday. This time around, I think for our own channel, we're gonna upload our team builders on Thursday because right now Friday has Soul Link, Dark Rising, and Reborn, and I think 4 videos in a day is just too much. It's a lot, and right now the only thing that goes up on Thursdays is Dark Rising, so it's gonna be like that. But one thing you guys don't ever have to worry about is I'm never gonna upload the team builder before we battle. Like normally I team build the day before I battle somebody so that it's still fresh in my head. You know, I still have my strategies and whatnot down pat. But every season, every year, everyone's always like, you shouldn't upload this. Your opponent might see it.
Y'all don't know we have the matches like after
no,
like it just goes up before the match. That's it. We battle before we team.
Yeah, we're sharing the team building with you guys. That's what I'm saying. So team builders will go up on Thursdays on our channel. Battles will go up on Saturdays. But this week we are team building for week 1 is us. If you guys don't know, if you haven't realized it, the schedule here is in alphabetical order from the teams. Started with the Carolina Keldios, so that means we.
No way.
Yes, it is. Carolina Keldios,
I'm
Chicago
fucking
Blue
blown
Grand
away.
Canyon Greninjas, Philadelphia Alligators, Pittsburgh Pichus, New York Yankees, Toronto Togekiss, Tucson Terrakions.
Well, I didn't see it that way in alphabetic. Yeah, that's woke. Didn't see it in alphabetic. That's woke.
This season, or week 1, I was gonna say this week, week 1, we are planning for. Hi, I'm Twit, our good buddy Twit, coach of the Grand Canyon Greninjas. And as you can see, the Grand Canyon Greninjas
team is scary, bro. That nigga got a team.
You know what? The only thing we need to worry about, if you guys look at his draft, Grand Canyon Greninjas have Kieran Black, Tapu Fini, Infernape. Oh, skip the Mega. Mega Scizor, Infernape, Tornadus. Is that Incarnate's outside of the cloud?
Incarnate. That's the one in the cloud. Yep.
I will never fucking remember that. Tornadus, Incarnate, Celebi, Galvantula, Necrozma, Drapion, who was a member of the Tucson Terrakions, Rhydon, Cryogonal, and then Jellicent. So, and he's got the ICMZ as well.
He's got the ICMZ, which is a little scary.
ICMZ, which is probably going to go on his Kieran Black. But we've been kind of tossing ideas around over the past week or so about what to do here. And I think all we need to really worry about are his first 4 picks. Like, primarily, his first 4 picks with an emphasis on the Kieran. Obviously.
Yeah, obviously. That nigga's got, like, stupid stats. Like Nappy's Hoopa. It's got stupid stats.
Okay, so maybe I'll think of a way to go about this in future recordings to put on the screen for you guys. But who do we think right off the bat he's bringing? It doesn't have to just be 6, just in general. Because looking at, because you see, like, I like to team build in steps. So it's like, look at his team, look at my team, what's most likely to come, and then build around that. It's just because I'm dumb as a bag of hammers. I need everything spelled out for me.
Well, Okay, like we isn't like we're asking the people, or like you're asking me? Like
No. Look, we're talking here, you and I. So
I know. Okay. It's been a minute. Okay, so I think his first 3 OU 100% coming.
Yeah.
Tapu Fini is like the best thing to switch in on your Hoopa and T-Tar, so he's 100% gonna bring that. Kyurem Black is a Kyurem Black. It's hard for you, somebody who lacks the walls, especially already, but then just lacking walls to stop a Kyurem Black already enough. He could just hit moves. And then Scizor, because that priority with that attack stat, not only is T-Tar obviously weak to it, but that priority, it'll be able to hurt your Hoopa, since Hoopa has like next to no physical defense. So he'll 100% bring that.
They need to make an assault vest for physical defense.
Okay,
that's what they need to do.
Protective pads.
Protective pads.
Make it legal. Just change the name.
So those 3 are coming. I think his Infernape is coming.
Yep.
I think his Galvantula is coming. And we discussed Rhydon and potentially Cryogonal.
Yeah.
Potentially Cryogonal, because Cryogonal is his only spinner. So if he doesn't bring Cryogonal, then he's bringing a Defogger, which is good for us because that means any webs or anything he puts on the field, as long as we get our rocks up, which is a priority.
Huge.
For us.
It really hurts Twist Team. Twist Team's really weak to rocks.
Yeah, so we need to get our rocks up. So if he wants to get rid of his rocks, if he doesn't bring Cryogonal, he has to defog them away.
Then if that's the case, then we 100% know that if Tapu Fini out of the 4 slots, it will 100% bring Defog. Or maybe he could bring Defog Scizor too.
I was gonna say Scizor.
If he brings Defog Scizor, then we know that he's not gonna get. Yeah, it also does, and that's priority.
So he might. I'm gonna put Tornadoes down as well.
Torn might be it as well, yeah, because it has Prankster Defog, which that shit will go first. If he does bring Defog Scizor though, just know in the middle of the match, it won't be Swords Dance. Like, it'll be a little weird to run defense. I mean, unless he runs like just all out, like Defog, SD, Roost, and Bullet Punch, some shit like that, just all out, you know. Just relying on Bullet Punch, just all out.
Well, if he brings that, we're bringing an Entei.
Yeah.
You can Bullet Punch that nigga till the cows come home, dog. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay, so that's the squad we think he's going to bring. So theoretically, what do you think Twit's going to think we're going to bring? Hoopa, obviously.
I think Twit's gonna think you're gonna bring the Jirachi and Hoopa.
Mm-hmm.
I think Twit's gonna think you're gonna bring the Swampert. Cause it's like one of the best mons you have in your draft that come in on the Kyurem. I think he's also probably gonna think maybe even Slowking too. The Slowking, but the thing he wants Fusion Bolt, so that's why we would probably prioritize Swampert. I think he's also gonna think. I don't know, because Twit may also just think as an oddball pick you might bring a Flygon. That's like an oddball pick, but like he has Kyurem Black. I don't know. I don't
have
know.
any use for Flygon in this.
Yeah, Flygon doesn't do anything this week. He might think Chestnut, because Scizor, he's like, oh, tank. Probably start with Scizor. I think he'll probably think you're gonna bring
Crobat?
Slowking as well. Crobat, yeah, Crobat, 100% Crobat. And then maybe he'll think he'll bring T-Tar. I don't know. I think maybe he'll prep for T-Tar, but it's like he has like literally the first 4 OU mons he has just kind of like run on T-Tar, you know. T-Tar would be a bad pick overall, but it'd be one of those things where it's
T-Tar would be more of like a utility pick.
Yeah, it'd be a utility pick. You get at the rocks, and then you carry Fire Blast for the Scizor, or you carry Crunch then just for like Celebi or Necrozma, you know, something, and Stone Edge just for last, you know what I mean? So it may be like that, yeah. I don't know. That's all I got.
What about the Entei?
I mean, Entei wouldn't be bad. I mean, he has Tapu Fini and Rhydon. And
so well, Tapu Fini's gonna come no matter what. He's gonna come no matter what. I'm not worried about Tapu Fini.
Rhydon would be like, I'm not sure if he'd bring that or not, but I also wouldn't be surprised if he would bring it because it wouldn't be a totally bad pick. It wouldn't be a totally bad pick if he brought that. Rhydon's matchup, it does well against the Jirachi. You know you would want to not want to swap in an Earthquake on the Rhydon because that thing's gonna hit hard. If I'm not mistaken, I think it on a Violite, like really tanky one, actually takes Hyperspace Fury. So he may just bring his Rhydon just as one of those mons that is an offensive rocker, you know what I mean? Maybe a defensive rocker. Either variant of that, maybe. I mean, then maybe he might bring Drapion. Drapion would be interesting too, just so he doesn't get hit as hard by your Dark Presence. You know? Because Drapion gets EQ and Drapion gets X Scissor. So And that's obvious knockoff stab.
And you know, another thing that I'm looking to fix in week 4 is I have no one to soak up toxic spikes. My only poison type is off the ground. So if he brings Drapion, he could set up toxic spikes. And I have to spin those away in the process, poisoning some or defog them away. Because isn't my only spinner Diancie? Or do I not have a spinner? No one gets spin. No one
gets spins on your team.
No one gets spin. So I have to defog.
You only have defoggers. You got like 3 defoggers.
Yo, we out here defogging, dog. Yo. Okay, so with that in mind, let's do the darn thing here. So obviously, first mon that's coming.
Hoopa, the obvious Hoopa.
Look at these stats. Look at these stats.
That nigga Wooten. That nigga got some stats, bro. That nigga.
It's so weird to me that you have so much in special defense. Why? What in the
None in physical defense. They could have split it in half, dog.
Like,
but I mean, there has to be a way to beat him. I mean,
you could take 30 out of special defense and put it in defense. So you have base 90 defense, base 100 special defense.
Yeah, but then he'd be a hard Uberman. He'd be pretty scary too. That's a non-mega with stats like these. That's wild.
You like the nickname next? You like the
nickname? Alibaba. 10 out of 10 anime.
Alibaba is our nickname for our Hoopa. You guys get used to it. Magician, that's all he gets.
That's
if this Pokemon has no item, it steals that with the Pokemon it hits with an attack.
So like maybe one week you could run like, I don't know, like some berry. Oh wait a minute. If you actually run Z Crystal on it, does it work like that? Or does Z Crystal like a berry?
No, it's not a it's a hold item. It's not a use item.
Okay, that makes sense. So basically, treat it like a Mega Stone. It's like you Mega Evolve, but you still got that Mega Stone. Okay. Well then probably one week you could run like some cool ass berry strat set with it and just, you know, woo. Hyperspace and knockoff easy. I think if he's gonna bring that Scizor, which I think he will, Fire Punch. Yup. The last move is
Destiny Bond. Whoa.
The last move is really just a throwaway. I mean, like, you really only just need D3 moves. So the last move is really. If we have D3 moves, like the Infernape can come in, right?
Thunder Punch, dog.
But that's right. Actually, I think he gets Gunk Shot.
Oh yeah, he does.
He gets Gunk Shot, so you probably could just Gunk Shot the Tapu Fini. 2 birds with 1 stone then, because Gunk Shot is ultra neutral on an Infernape. And it's a Gunk Shot from a Hoopa. Depending on the item we actually want to run on it, Hoopa will just do a fuck ton of damage. I don't know. It's up to you. Gunk Shot wouldn't be too bad.
Okay, so, well, my question is, in that sense, is it worth running, like... Because, like, I have a few different items in my head. So, like, there's Choice Band. Is it worth running a Choice Scarf for whatever couple mons he might have that we could potentially outspeed? Now, I know, obviously, I'm not going to outspeed everything, but just, you know, a couple of them, like maybe Tapu Fini or something. I don't know what Tapu Fini's base speed is. But on that chance,
85. It actually naturally outspeeds you if you don't run...
Well, that's what I'm saying.
He's not going to run speed stats, but, you know...
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm talking about, like, to outspeed certain mons on his draft. Or, what about, like, a Chople Berry or, like, or whatever berry for bug
berry?
A Roselli berry?
Yeah, maybe a Fairy Berry to even Moonblast or Gunk Shot, I think, into Oblivion. Because, well, check it out, right? With Jolly Nature, and I just alluded to what we have. I'm just assuming Jolly Nature because, you know, we run that. And we're not holding any item. Gunk Shot is 58 to 68 to max HP, max defense, bold nature, Tapu Fini. So you're already guaranteed to KOing that thing without an item with Gunk Shot. So I think 100% we need Gunk Shot. It really just depends, because if you run Adamant, you still don't one-shot. So I think maybe, but then if we run, let's hypothetically assume we run Adamant Choice Band, you have a chance to one-shot out of 95 to 113.
And we're getting rocks up.
Yeah, rocks is very essential. And the thing about it is, though, even if Twit wants to get up rocks with, let's say, his Rhydon, or his Infernape, or his Celebi, or his Necrozma, and he runs Defog, it'll be like a double-edged sword, because if he runs like webs, he would also have to defog. So I think, and this is just something, you know, before you get into the match, you look at the team preview. If you see Cryo, you know he's gonna bring in like Galvantula, you know it's gonna be Webs. And if you don't see Cryo, then I don't think Galvantula is 100% coming. It wouldn't make sense to bring.
So
Galvantula,
it's either
put up
it's
Webs.
Galvantula and Cryogonal, or
Yep.
no. It's either they both come or they don't come at all.
Yep.
To be honest, I would rather him bring both of them.
I mean,
Them
he
niggas is
still
easy to
could
smack.
probably bring Galvantula, just a non-web set. You know what I mean? But if he brings both Galvantula and he has a defogger, it wouldn't really make sense because then he removes the hazards that he just set up. And if the Galvantula is dead, then that's it. You know what I mean? So it's like there's still a chance of Galv coming, but I think if he wants to run a sticky web strat, the Cryo is 100% coming. 100%. Because he needs to rapid spin or remove other hazards. Or he may not even bring it, and he just may not even be worried about taking hazards. He might not even be worried about it. He'll just say, fuck it, I don't care about rocks. I'll just run all offense and just run.
Well, that's best
You know
case
what I mean?
scenario for us.
Yeah.
That is 100% best case scenario.
I can see people building like that for you a lot, because like you don't really have like I guess much like dedicated walls. You got a Slowking, Chestnut. You can make it bulky as well. Somebody can make it bulky. Crobat, you can make it bulky. TG can make it bulky. Jirachi. Actually, you know your team's not as frail as I thought.
Nah.
It's not as frail as I thought, dog. It's not as frail
I
as
told
the
you,
Diancie too.
day 2, my mission was to draft bulk. I wanted to draft bulk because day 1, I snagged Hoopa. That's all I need. That's all I need. So, obviously, Max. Well, my thing. See, this is the part that fucks me up with team building is like the EVs, because first of all, like the nice part about having a Hoopa is because I always have somewhere to start. When it comes to team building for me, it's like I'm trying to think of like a parallel to it where it's just like there's like where do you begin? Where do you start? How do you start to prepare? Like it's so
Hey, the best
I
way
don't
to
want
look
to
at
say
it is just
intimidating.
You can look at
But-
like pros and cons. You know what I mean? It's like, all right,
Yeah.
what can this Hoopa not outspeed, or what do you want it to outspeed? Base 80 speed. Oof.
That's what I was
you
gonna
can
say. Like, what investments do we need to put into outspeed? Because
Well, I mean, you will outspeed a Tabu Fini, even if it has a higher base speed. He won't run max speed Tabu Fini. That doesn't make any sense. I mean, like, unless he wants to run like a full-out offensive one.
what if
But
he speed
this
creeps
week,
it?
He'd have to do a lot. He'd actually have to, like, in order for him to speed creep it. Let's see. Tapu Fini, and I can just open this up here real quick. Tapu Fini has base 85, and Hoopa has base 80. For running max speed Jolly Natured Hoopa,
We're at 145 speed.
And if he runs no speed investments, he's at 105. In order to speed creep that, he would literally have to put 252 and run something like Timid. You'd have to run Timid 252 and put like 220 into it or some shit like that.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
And that's doing a lot. That is doing a lot because he probably is gonna want to run this thing to soak up a hyperspace fury. Because I mean it's a hyperspace fury Hoopa. That is
so
behemoth.
so essentially, I don't ever have to worry about the Tapu Fini outspeeding me.
Yeah, no. You will outspeed a Tapu Fini. If anything, I'll probably worry more about walls, but Tapu Fini is a fast ass tank. But
Well,
I mean,
if I
it's not
can
anything you have to
two-shot
worry
it
for.
with rocks up, then we have to run band. I mean, I don't want to run band.
Well, if
like,
you run
I-
band and if you have rocks up, you guaranteed Oko.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like I don't necessarily want to run band because I like as versatile and as hard hitting as my Hoopa is, I want to have that option. But I guess I'm never going to like leave Hoopa in like that. You know, I'm gonna send Hoopa in when it can guarantee bop and knock somebody out.
Well, how about this, right? Let's look at pros and cons of band, right? Band, you just get more power. You literally one-shot his wall, right? With Scarf, the benefits of Scarf then is you would probably outspeed Infernape. You would outspeed the Kyurem. You would outspeed the Celebi. Celebi's base 100. But you're probably going to outspeed the Celebi anyway if he's not running max speed. If he's running max speed, he'll outspeed you. He could easily creep his Celebi though. That's something he can creep. We outspeed Galvantula. So it looks like the things that are most threatening to this Hoopa, you'll already outspeed. It's just the issue is though, like the issue with the Scizor is that he doesn't really care about outspeeding. His bullet punch is gonna hurt a lot. That's gonna be the biggest threat to that Hoopa is going to be that Scizor. Type of thing will be more annoying if anything. You have the Gunk Shot, you can be able to 2-KO it. And if you do actually end up revealing Fire Punch within the midst of the match, he would have to play really confident in order to know, like, if he has Tapu Fini versus Hoopa, he's like, can I swap out to my Scizor? And he may predict it with Fire Punch or some shit like that. It'd be a situational type of thing, you know? So it really just depends. Do you want to outspeed and two-shot a Kyurem? I think you two-shot. If let's just assume you're Scarf.
Yeah, it's min. Hyperspace Fury is min 50% on Kyurem.
Yeah, and if we have Rocks up, Rocks are gonna hurt Kyurem a lot. You know, he's Ice type, so it's one of those things where if the Kyurem's already chipped down, you can use the Hoopa as like a revenge killer, and he just comes in, and when everything is already chipped down onto its team, he just sort of cleans up.
I mean, even Scarfed, Gunk Shot does 80% to Tapu Fini. Wait,
I think you should run Scarf.
Let me invest this.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's still 2-KO.
Yeah, it's still a 2
It's still a 2-KO. How much does Moonblast do? The top of your head?
Moonblast does 54%.
Okay, so you're really gonna have to not miss.
Fix this. I'll fix this for the next week, you guys. I didn't even think about the damage calc screen, but as long as I entered all this correctly, Hoopa Unbound Scarfed, Gunk Shot does a min 66%.
Jolly. You set it at 66%.
65.9.
Yep. Well, I got a 58 to 68.
What did you do? What did you do? Oh, wait.
I did max
timid.
HP, max defense, bold. Yeah.
Yeah, this is timid.
But I mean, that's still over half.
I got 60%.
Guaranteed.
There we go, 59. Either way, yeah, you're right. It's still 2 KO guaranteed, especially with Rocks up. So, I mean, Choice Band is nice, but it's like the extra power isn't needed because it's not going to give me Yoko.
Right. You can still 2 KO things, and again, it's a 6v6. So if the rest of your team, if it wears down Twit's team, and everything on his team is worn down, weakened out, just send in Hoopa, have the Rocks up, and just clean up. Proceed to just spam Hyperspace Fury or Gunk Shot. I think you should definitely run a Scarf.
An Adamant Technician Bullet Punch Scizor does 60% min to Hoopa. But we do 77 min with a Fire Punch, dog.
If you check Rocks, I think you one-shot. You have a good chance to one-shot.
Wait. That's with defense investments. It's 86% to 102%.
And if you have Rocks up then, like if you were to check Rocks up on his side, I think it has a chance to one-shot. Really good chance to one-shot.
87.5% chance.
Basically, you want to wear his team down. Because, I mean, look at that. Like, if you wear down that Mega Scizor, that is 86 min if he's not the tanky one. I think Twit's going to run the tanky one. I could easily see him running, like, max HP, max defense. Or, you know, investments of inside of defense with the Swords Dance set. Just to be able to not only tank the Hoopa's damage, but also max to HP, do damage back.
Max HP, max defense with nothing in, or you put 4 in attack. A Fire Punch still does 72%.
72%, yep.
If that's if he's adamant. Let's say
how
on
much
the off
would,
chance he makes it bold or any defensive
how much does the BP do then?
Bullet Punch with no attack investments or 4 attack investments only does 49% max.
What about +2? I still think that has a chance to one shot if you put in +2.
No, it's 97% max.
Wow. Okay. All right. I still think he may run it that way though, just to get damage off. Because if he has Rocks up and he BPs, he could potentially 2-KO you.
Okay, I like this Hoopa. We're good with
I like the Hoopa too.
Max attack,
I think it's good as Scarf.
Max attack, max speed, and that means okay. So one thing that'll help me is with our setup like this. Number one, he's probably not running Scarf Kyurem. I don't think he's gonna run Scarf Kyurem. I think he has.
That'd be interesting if he did, because I mean, his Kyurem outspeeds like a lot of the mons on your team already. If it's not Jirachi or Mega Pidgeot or the Crobat, Ante outspeeds that thing. Ante has base 100, but if you want to run E-Speed, you have to run Adamant, so you lose that base 100.
I don't think he's running that Scarf. But what I was gonna say is, with a Scarf on, aside from Galvantula, I outspeed everything on his team, right?
A Scarf for the Hoopa?
Yeah.
No, you outspeed everybody on his team, even the Galvantula.
Oh.
Because you just multiply. Okay, you see his speed stat, just multiply by 1.5. Math hours, dude. Math hours.
Yeah. You're talking about.
Yeah, because if you're 145.
Yeah, you're talking
You
about.
multiply that by 1.5.
Yeah,
You get 217.
Outspeed. Yeah.
Yeah, outspeed easy.
Yeah.
So you literally outspeed the entire team.
Any mons he would want to scarf, like Infernape.
He probably wouldn't want to scarf Infernape. Infernape outspeeds Jirachi naturally. Infernape outspeeds the Entei. The only thing Infernape doesn't outspeed are your flying mons. Otherwise, Infernape outspeeds your entire team. So I don't know. I can't really see Twit scarfing anybody. I feel like Twit would only really want to scarf the Kyurem for something like, oh, I'm gonna go ahead and scarf it, and I'm gonna ice beam his Crobat because I can outspeed. But I don't know. I feel like if anything, the Kyurem at most will be like,
but if he
a Life Orb Kyurem or ICMZ.
I was gonna say if he does that, who's he putting the ICMZ on? Or is he just not bringing it?
Tapu Fini. Because
Tapu
to give you knowledge, yeah, Z Haze, he regains all of his HP.
Oh yeah, Tapu Fini has no way to recover.
Yep. So if he were to want some recovery, he would, and that'd be really good to write down and see that. If you don't see leftovers on that thing, that should tell you that either A, it's terrain extender, is items like damp rocket shit that extend terrains, or B, he's gonna be Z Haze, and he's gonna regain all of his HP back from full.
What's well, I can predict that. What's what is I get all of the side effects mixed up. Tapu Fini's terrain is what? Misty?
Tapu Fini you can't status.
That's it.
Yeah. It's actually we can double check it here real quick. Misty terrain is what it is. I want to double check because sometimes I forget these shits. So Misty terrain, let's see, replaces this terrain is the following effects of Pokemon on the ground and not in the semi-invulnerable terrain of the move. So it prevents affected Pokemon from being afflicted by non-volatile status conditions. That is a word.
So if I
so freeze burn.
Wait, what?
Yeah, freeze
non-volatile
burn
status condition. So I can't toxic it, but it could get poisoned from like poison point, or not poison point, or like poison jab or some shit.
I would assume so, yeah.
So status effects, secondary effects from a move still go through, but I just
also
can't
rest will fail if used by an affected Pokemon. Can't rest in it. Let's see. If an affected Pokemon is drowsy due to yawn, it is prevented from falling asleep. So,
but that's it.
Can't yawn. It has the powers of Dragon type moves. We have no interest in bringing the Flygon this week, so I'm gonna worry about that. If Misty Terrain is in effect, Nature Power becomes Moonblast, yada yada yada.
Actually, that's good. That's better for us because he's got a fucking Kyurem Black.
He's got Kyurem Black, so his Dragon Claws will be doing less damage in the terrain. So if anything, the Kyurem will be a much larger threat.
I don't think he's gonna bring a terrain extender then.
Yeah, that wouldn't even make such sense. If he wants to just reduce the power of his Kyurem, it wouldn't really work out. Basically, the most important thing you gotta realize is just status conditions. That's really the only thing you have to watch out for. I don't think we have any plans of running a Restmon this week, but I would just watch out for status conditions.
Okay, Alibaba's good to go. I'm confident with Alibaba. I just have to play him safely. Send him out when I know that I'm bopping someone.
I mean, also take note, if he runs Camouflage, for some reason, they become a Fairy type. So, I guess if he
Camouflage
wants to be
on what?
Gimmicky.
Oh,
if
you
he
mean
runs it in
move.
the terrain. Yeah, if he uses the move Camouflage in the terrain, they become a Fairy type. Whoever uses it. So, I mean, if he wants to be gimmicky, but I mean, I just love that.
All right, next one we're bringing is Jirachi. You fuck with the name?
Millennia. Wait, is that? I mess with it.
Bro, is Shiny Hoopa a thing?
It's all golden. Yeah, that's the thing.
Shiny Hoopa's released.
Yes.
Gold! I love gold!
I think it's actually, I have no idea if it's released or not, but that nigga is mega gold.
It's mega, yo, that is the best shiny.
Mega gold.
That is the best shiny I've ever seen.
He dipped himself in butter.
Alright, so we got Jirachi. I learned from the Hidemo to run Heart Stamp. not Zen Headbutt.
Oh yeah, super huge. You got 60% chance to flinch.
60%
So
chance
if
to flinch.
you ain't getting flinches though, you an unlucky ass nigga though. You an unlucky ass nigga.
I can see it. Okay, so we need to run Fire Punch on him as well.
I would 100% think so. I think maybe
For
the last move here for the Scizor, so we able to touch that.
Mm-hmm.
Now if you look at this set, let's see. Iron Head is gonna do damage to the Kyurem. It's neutral on the Tapu Fini. You got the Fire Punch. You got Heart Stamp for the Infernape.
Iron Head or Heart Stamp.
Iron Head for Tapu Fini. Iron Head. Or yeah, Iron Head. Maybe U-turn. Maybe the last move could honestly just be U-turn. Get that initiative. Well, I mean, that'd be all the question. Are we running dual Scarfers?
We running laps around this nigga's team, dog.
There's like pros and cons of dual Scarfers, so I'm not really sure.
Well, we have a lot of attack hard hitters here. My question is, like, when it comes to these EVs, do I need to build this in any way to take any specific hit?
Maybe. I think maybe, if anything, maybe a defensive Jirachi would be pretty good this week.
Because, like, what is he going to bring to handle my Jirachi? The Infernape?
100%. Yeah.
So the Infernape.
Because Rachi's a little annoying to his team.
Then he might just bring Scarf Infernape.
Infernape outspeed you though.
Yeah, but it like Scarf Jirachi is super common.
That's true. That's true. I mean, but like if you also look at it as well, if you run a Scarf Jirachi this week, maybe it wouldn't be it. Because not only do you outspeed the Kyurem, and obviously of course the Tapu Fini, but the Scizor just kind of walls your dual stab, so he probably wouldn't think that you'd be running Scarf, because then if you're locked in an Iron Head, you can just come into Scizor as you swap, he gets a free SD. So I don't think, maybe think of Scarf just because, you know, common, but even then, Scarf Jirachi may not be it this week. I mean, he sort of just natural outspeed everybody who's not the Galvantula and the Infernape. I think maybe even Torn. I don't know Torn speed off the top of my head. I think it's like 101. It's 111.
Yeah, it's faster than the other one.
Yep. So he is, so those three. Celebi will speed tie with you if he runs like some max speed utility set. Otherwise, it's really just his Yuyumons and the Galvantula is all that outspeed to Celebi. So he probably, I mean, running Scarf Celebi probably wouldn't be good this week because you don't want to be locked into him. You want to have that option. I don't know. Maybe like some AV set, dude. But then AV for what? You know, you already
that's what I was about to say.
From the maybe for an Earth Power from the Kyurem Black. That's really the only thing I can see. Or if he runs like a Fire Blast, like Infernape. Huh. You honestly, maybe what if you run a Jirachi is interesting because you have so many options. He's interesting. What if you're like a utility set, maybe? Like a defensive rocker, rocks 3 attacks, maybe, or some bullshit like that. You run like rocks. Maybe
But
rock
do we
wish.
need Jirachi to be the rocker? Because we have so many rockers.
Probably not. I don't know, Jirachi. I feel like a tanky one this week would be it. That's still at speed though. If you ran some gimmicky set where you had like a max speed, a little bit inside of his physical attack, and then maybe the rest in like special defense. And we're gonna have to look this up in order to do shit like this. So let's assume we run Jirachi. Let's go Infernape. Let's assume that he is a mixed attacker Infernape.
Heart Stamp is body clapping this fucking Infernape.
Yeah, Heart Stamp just does so much. Heart Stamp, I got at least from this defensive set, I got 58. 0 attack investment with a defensive set, and that's still 2 shots. But if he, let's say he runs overheat, life orb overheat, he does 83 to 98. His close combat will do 50 min if he's a life orb Infernape. Oof, that ape is gonna be doing damage. Huh. I think maybe a speedy defensive one may be it.
Yeet.
I think it might be it. I think it might be it, and I think maybe like I want to say a physically defensive one, but he's gonna 100% run Earth Power. I think maybe a especially defensive one.
Well, my thing is, who aside from Celebi, Infernape, Tornadus, Galvantula,
that's it.
who's the next fastest Mon on his team?
Outside of all of that, I think either Kyurem or Necrozma.
Because my thing is,
Drapion hits 95, Kyurem Black hits 95, Necrozma is 79. Okay, well, I thought this thing was like base 90. Yeah, it's the Kyurem and Drapion. They're both the exact same speed stat.
okay, so if we do, because obviously, like, we're not going to. What nature are we running?
I want to
Is it
say especially
defensive?
defensive one.
And there's no way we can outspeed. I was gonna say we should speed creep it enough to outspeed.
He hits
the next
161.
fastest
What do you
thing.
hit?
With max speed, I'm 152.
Oof. Why don't you run then a jolly one? If we're gonna run physical attack, why don't you run a jolly one? 167. He's at 161. Lower it to 162. And then if you have 220 in speed, you could probably put. We could probably do like an offensive kind of ish takey one. You could probably put, depending on what you want. We gotta look at it now to see 2 KOs and shit like that. Trying to avoid 2 KOs. Usually want to get like 49 because getting 2 KOs is scary. But if nothing can be done, then nothing can be done. At 141. Let's see. If we were, let's say, run a jolly one. Let's just go ahead and assume that we would put. I'll just
Because with this, my thought process is with this, you know, it's speed tie to Celebi anyways, but I don't think he's gonna run max speed Celebi. Unless he, for whatever reason, brings an all offensive Celebi in an attempt to tackle my Swampert. I don't
see.
think
It's
that's gonna
rough
happen.
though, cause like his overheat from his Infernape is gonna have such a high chance to kill.
Okay, then let's creep that.
I'm trying to, and it's like, it's a lot. Maybe AV is a wave, cause if we are like, it's gonna be really weird. Let's do 220 speed.
Assault vest.
So I have a full 2v2 left. Cause this thing is just gonna hurt really hard.
Overheat.
So we do 220 and let's assume max HP, and then we have all of 36 left, and we did 36 in that. His Infernape will outspeed you, and at min, if we were to do like, let's put the rest in HP and we have 36 in special defense, he will do 98 to 115.
What?
Mm-hmm.
With an assault vest.
I don't have the assault vest on now. I was just saying without it. Or 99 to 117. Like, taking a hit with his Infernape, I don't think Jirachi might be it to take a hit from his Infernape. But on the off chance, maybe we need to. But let's say, example, I slept on the assault vest. It is 67 to 80.
What's the EVs for that?
I did max HP, 220, and 36 special defense.
You did 220 in HP?
2v2. 220 in speed, and then
220
the
in
36
speed.
remaining. I just plopped that into special defense. Just remainder. This thing is gonna be a bitch. Maybe we shouldn't aim for. If we're gonna aim for speed, maybe we should aim for more. This power, maybe, or some shit. I don't know. Cause this is for maybe this is Infernape v Jirachi may not be it. We're probably gonna have to fight, but just the Infernape to your team is actually really scary. Cause they'll probably pack Grass Knot as well. for the Swampert.
Well, if he's gonna do that, then it's not gonna be a Rocks Infernape.
Yeah. If anything, maybe if he like, I could just see him saying "fuck it" to the. You could possibly maybe bring the Necrozma. Because the Necrozma Celebi will probably be his rocker then, maybe. But I feel like he's gonna avoid Necrozma due to your dark types. But Necrozma's got that Prism armor. But even then,
Hoopa. Well, I mean, if that's the case, with the speed that we have now, because the only option we have of outspeeding the Infernape is to Scarf Jirachi. And if we're not going to Scarf Jirachi, that's why I wanted to create the speed to the next fastest thing. Because number one, I don't think he's going to bring a max speed Celebi, so I'm not super worried about outspeeding that. So then with this, I guarantee outspeed his next fastest Mon. So then we can just put the rest into it however we want, and just not even consider Jirachi versus Infernape. I have other Mons that can handle Infernape.
Yeah, I don't think we should do anything for this to handle it. Do the best we can. Because like, I think you probably will run like max speed Celebi if it's one like as a utility one, and then if not, they'll probably just run a non-max speed one with like total defenses or some stuff like that.
So how does that look?
20, 36 in HP. Okay, I don't know.
I know it's not a whatchamacallit. We got one.
Wait, the 36 is not fit?
No, but I thought we needed an odd number.
You're steel type, it doesn't really matter.
Okay.
I think that's fine. If anything, because like all the items, I mean, you could probably run maybe some berry boosting. You can run Oka Berry maybe. Reduce the fire moves.
Maybe. I mean, if that'll help me take one Fire Blast, so I can Heart Stamp.
It'll help you take. Yeah. It'll help you take one. It'll 100% take.
With no special defense. Well, yeah, it will, because it'll half the Fire type move, so it'll do like 50 to 70.
So let's say I were to put on the Oka Berry. Overheat is 60 to 71. Your Heart Stamp is 76 to 91.
Sounds like Stealth Rocks are a must.
So, yeah, it sounds like Stealth Rocks are a big must. You actually really want to get Rocks up to wear down this Infernape. He is a threat.
Because he's going to bring it in and out, 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 in and out. Okay, well, next thing is what rocker are we bringing? Because we got T-Tar. Jirachi's already taken care of. Swampert's right there. We're not bringing Flygon.
Oh, man, that'd be a little bit of a problem if we brought T-Tar. Because then, like, it's the Ape. On the 3 we have now, that Ape is just going to be menacing. If anything, you dead ass, like what we were talking about earlier with the Jirachi, you get rocks up on that thing, you actually can just end that Ape's life. And if he's Life Orb as well, he keeps withering down his HP, you just end it. So all you really need to do, just take one. Just take one. Because you'll speed tower Jirachi, or speed tower Celebi, if he runs a max speed one, otherwise you'll speed it. You can't outspeed Gavincha.
Well, right now I don't speed tie with Jirachi. I mean with Celebi.
Yeah, I'm saying right now, if he hypothetically runs the max speed one, if he doesn't, then you're fine. Even if the Celebi outspeeds you, it's just gonna try to cripple you. I mean, if he Earth powers, you'll be fine, but he'll just try to cripple you. Probably like T-Wave it or some shit like that. Or might be trying to get up rocks, maybe even U-turn or some shit like that. Who knows? For now, it looks like if you get up the rocks, I mean, Jirachi is outspeeding everything that it possibly can outspeed. So we took out a little bit for HP. I think we should be straight.
Oh wait, but what I'm talking about is our next objective is rocks.
Our next mon now, yeah.
So
well, we have a couple options. We got T-Tar as a rocker, you got Swampert as a rocker, and you got Diancie as a rocker. Well,
Swampert helps with the Kieran Black.
Swampert helps a lot with the Kieran Black. I think if anything, I could literally even see him running Grass Knot and Hidden Grass on the. I literally could see this Kieran being like Dragon Claw, Ice Beam, HP Grass, and like Earth Power or some shit like that. I could easily see him bringing all those 4 moves. So I kind of like the Swampert. I kind of like it. Kind of soaks a close combat too. After them defense drops, you kind of just hit it back. Plus, Swampert is going to be really nice against the Scizor if you run Scald on it. But what's really scared me, we have to run Roar on it. Just in case if he does set up a lot of Swords Answers, or you're in a predicament where he got that free SD, Swampert will eat a Bullet Punch. Swampert will
can't touch me. He'd have to run. There's
Bug
nothing
bite.
Scizor can run. Oh, I was gonna say bug bite, but even then I'm gonna eat one of those.
Yeah. Let's see if he runs bug bite.
I don't have a nickname for Swampert.
If he's at
I don't know
plus
if it's
2, bug bite is 61 to 73. If he's at plus 2, if let's just assume he is the adamant one with a little bit of attack investment, bug bite will do 31. Your Skull's doing 22 or 27. You basically really need to get a burn. You really need to get a burn. I like that, yeah. I actually like all of that. Scald is literally there, not even for damage. Scald is just there for a burn. You burn that Kyurem, Ice Beams will hurt, but his Dragon Claws, plus the Misty Terrain, Dragon Claw will do nothing. Same thing if he decides to hypothetically bring Fusion Bolt for things like Mega Pidgeot or to hit both Mega Pidgeot and Slowking. I like that Swampert moveset. I like that a lot.
I named him Dudley.
I like that a lot. I actually like that a lot. I think honestly, what's Swampert's speed? It's like 60, right?
80. No, 60. My bad.
60. Okay. Okay, we gotta see how we can outspeed some certain ones. Scizor's at 75, and Scizor runs no speed investment. Scizor hits Mega Scizor hits at 95. He's running no speed.
So he gets to 95 with no speed.
Yeah, how much have you creeped at? Oh, that's too much. That's not even worth it. No, we may as well take a hit. That's not even worth it. 124? But it's a whole ass 124.
It's nothing, dog.
That's nothing, dog? That's nothing?
That's nothing,
we have to take that away from either the HP or the defense. And I'm more than gonna take that away from the defense. So let's assume right now you put 124. You have 252. What is that? How much do you have left of that? If you have 252 HP and 124 speed,
it's 132.
So then we would put 132 in defense.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, maybe that's not too bad. His bullet punch is 11 to 14%. You actually soak it. His bug bite only does about like, so it now to 34 min, but if you have max HP, it's a 30. So maybe that actually wouldn't be too bad.
But is that with +2 or no?
That's not with +2 now.
That's
If he is running, let's assume that's an adamant Scizor with a little bit of an attack investment. If he is a Scizor that is all bulk, no attack. Let's see. If he's all Scizor, no bulk, no attack. Then bullet punch does 10, so does 1% less. Bug bites will do 30 if that's just have any attack investment. He's an impish natured one. So realistically, you want to be scalding that guy probably. But if anything, yeah, no, dude. The only thing scary about it, like if he's Roost 3 attacks or Roost Defog 2 dual stab, that will Swampert as a field day. I don't think this will be too bad. I don't think it'll be too bad because we're doing this to outspeed. Yeah, maybe it may not be as bad as I thought.
So we're doing this to outspeed Scizor.
Because the Earth gets you 23 to 28. It's a guaranteed 4 KO after rocks. Literally, once you burn that nigga, just hit EQ. Or to be fair, maybe you wouldn't even need to stop hitting Skull, but to be fair, like you could just hit EQ and also 4 KO. It's a guaranteed 4 KO after rocks. And that's, oh, well, sorry, no, it's not. That's if he's max HP, max defense, impish nature, your Swampert's still 4 KOs him after rocks. But it's a 71% chance now to 4 KO versus guarantee. I didn't have the defense stats in there, but basically what you really want to burn that guy. But if he starts setting up SDs, that's scary. You see him set up 1, I would insta-roar or some shit like that.
Yeah.
If he sets up 1 SD, and let's assume that he's the max HP, max defense set, his bug guys will be doing 59 to 71. So it'll be a guaranteed 2 KO after that. And his bullet punches will only be doing 20%. I'd worry more about the bug bite. But even then, even though if you do outspeed it, roars are -6 priority. So you basically really need to be above. You need to be basically above 60% every time you face that thing. If he's at +2, that'd be scary.
He's not getting the +2.
Fine, but yeah, just basically don't let him get +2. Roar him out if you have rocks up. But this 12%, I'm liking it, dude. I'm liking it. I'd watch out for Hidden Power Grass, fucking Kyurem Black and Grass Knot Infernape, but you already know about the Celebi. Galvantula, Energy Ball. That's it. Those
Easy
things will
mode.
probably just be the most annoying, but I like the Swampert. I like it.
Easy mode. Okay, so next thing I want to deal with is the Tapu Fini and the Rhydon.
Also, I looked up. Sorry, I looked up if he's a mix attacker Infernape, and your Earthquake 100% one shots him. I meant it as 100%.
Yeah, I was looking at that because I was sitting there thinking like, do I even need Earthquake for anything on his team specifically? And the Infernape's right there.
Yep. You literally one shot it with no attack investments. His Grass Knot does have a very small chance for you to live. Very small chance. It is 95, but that's if he's literally this set. If let's assume he is a max
Life
special
Orb?
attack set, yeah, that's Life Orb. If he's a max special attack set, Grass Knot does 108 min. Close combat, the most important thing, it does 45 to 53. You would literally, he has a 1.2% chance of 2 KO. You have to be unlucky as balls to get 2 high rolls. Because after that minus defense, you kind of just kill. Even then, without the minus defense, you still one shot. And Scald does like 76 to 92. So after rocks, Scald has a 30% chance of one shot. So maybe
It's
sometimes you don't. Rindo wouldn't be too bad, actually. Rindo wouldn't be too bad. You just lose overall recovery. But if he's Rindo, Grass Knot will do.
Well, I mean, I think if Infernape is as much of an issue as it is, and
Yeah, that'll be huge. That'll be huge. Yep.
okay, so against Kyurem, I'm clicking Scald every time.
He'll probably Ice Beam you. But you'd want to Scald him to try and get the burn.
And then so let's say I lead with this Swampert, and he leads with Infernape. What's the likelihood of it being sashed?
Pretty high if he's leading with it. If it's sashed, if he leads with it, it's honestly sashed or Scarf, or he just decided to lead off with it, which could then lead that he's 100% max speed.
So no matter what, turn 1 I'm clicking Stealth Rock.
Yeah, you probably want those rocks up. I mean, it'd be scary because then, like, let's say that scenario happens. He has Stealth Rock, he has Grass Knot. Grass Knot does 54 to 64 if he's a max special attack, max speed set. And then he basically just kills you after that then.
Because I was going to say, because, you know, it's turn 1, it's better to play safe, so to click Stealth Rock. But what if turn 1 I just click EQ? Like, even if he rocks back. If he clicks rocks turn 1.
Let's say you do that, and he goes up to Celebi. You could just sub out to anybody else. So maybe an EQ turn wouldn't be bad.
That's what I was going to say. So if he leads with Infinite turn 1, and I click EQ, because he would predict my rocks. So he would say turn 1 is just an exchange of rocks. Because what are the chances of him clicking Grass Knot turn 1?
I don't know. See, that comes to subjective player. That would be Twit's playstyle. I don't know. Like, he could either A, fuck it and Grass Knot, B, put up rocks, or C, just U-turn.
Because if he... Well, peep this. Because if he Grass Knots turn 1, that's the worst case scenario for us. But if he rocks turns 1 and we EQ turn 1, then he's free to Grass Knot turn 2. Because he's not going to swap his Infernape out. That's fine. My Rindo Berry eats it up, and I get my rocks up turn 2. I was going to say, I get my rocks up turn 2.
If you get your rock... Okay, so let's say that turn, right? He Grass Knots, you eat it, and you're saying you attack him and you bring him down to a sash?
No. I'm saying turn 1, he clicks rocks, I click EQ. And best case scenario...
Best case scenario is not sash.
He dies.
Yeah, he's just dead. He's just dead after that.
Next best case scenario, it takes him down to 1. So then the next turn, he's not going to swap his Infernape out because rocks are on the field. So he's going to click Grass Knot. My Rindo Berry activates, eats it up.
Rocks wouldn't be on the field if turn 1 you EQ.
Well, no. What I'm saying is turn 1 I EQ, bring him down to 1. Now turn 2 I click Stealth Rock because my Rindo Berry is still intact. Basically the situation I'm comparing is rocks turn 1, EQ turn 1.
Oh, you EQ turn 1 and he rocks.
Yes.
Okay. And then turn 2, you're saying you would rocks as he's on 1. Let's hypothetically get his Focus Sash, and he Grass Knot through Rindo Berry still intact. You're down to about like 40% then after that. Turn 3, then what? Because then he can just sort of Grass Knots again.
I mean, I could swap at that point if we're predicting the Grass Knot again. I mean, he could very well just click Close Combat, in that
He could
sense.
click combat, or he could click U-turn or some shit. I don't know.
But he wouldn't U-turn. He wouldn't U-turn. He would stay in and click something because rocks
Yeah,
on the
because he
field.
had rocks up. Yep.
Or
I mean, maybe he could do that.
I could just balls to the wall. I could just balls to the wall. Click Earthquake 2 turns in a row. And make sure we kill the Infernape because it would be more beneficial for the Infernape to be gone 100% and then for me to figure out a way to get rocks up.
Yeah. Yeah, because you want Infernape gone and you want rocks up. It's two things. Best of both worlds.
But what's
best
more important?
Best of
What's
both
more
worlds,
important?
Probably getting up rocks. Because
We're
Infernape
gonna
is
have to stealth
threatening.
rock turn 1.
Infernape is threatening, but you still have a Scarf Hoopa. So as long as you chip that thing down by any means at all, you sort of just, you
But
you
that's
sort of.
that comes down to more of a situational thing at that point. If he leads Infernape, because he could also lead Rhydon with rocks. He could also lead.
Wait. What do we have in the Hoopa? Click on your Hoopa again. I think maybe we should put in Zen Headbutt and maybe take out
Knockoff.
Maybe.
Since I'm scarfed.
Yeah. Maybe so.
What are we running Zen Headbutt for? Oh, the whatchamacallit?
Just for the ape. Yeah, because Hyperspace does 43 to 51. His close combat does 101 minimum. His Gunk Shot does 67 to 80. He's just... His Mach Punch. Let's see how much his Mach Punch does, because that's what's going to be scary. His Mach Punch, if he's a... let's assume max attack. His Mach Punch will do 36 to 43. That's scary. Wow.
Laughable. Laughable.
And his Zen
Let him
Headbutt
Mach
does
Punch.
140 minimum. 140 minimum.
Eating.
It just sucks that we lose Knockoff, because Knockoff could come in handy. But, I mean, at the same time as well, you want the Abe gun. I mean, you really only want to knock off Mons like what? I mean,
Anything that is
probably
the
want
Scizor or the Kyurem.
Right. You probably would want to knock off the Kyurem, and if anything, you could just Hyperspace Fury that. Attempt to kill it. Maybe knock off the Tapu if he switches in on it. But, I mean, you have Gunk Shot. You can slaughter it. I mean, if anything, it just looks like the things you want to knock off, you could just kill it. So, I mean, at most, you probably want to knock off the Rhydon's Eviolite, if anything like that, you know what I mean?
I have a Swampert.
You have a Swampert. And you just sort of, yeah, I think Zen Headbutt's definitely better.
What the fuck is
There
Free
we
Shock?
go. That is his signature move, but it's a charge move. It's a 2-turn move like Razor Wind.
He's not running that.
But I think if he runs Icium Z on it, it doesn't 2-turn, it 1-turns.
Oh.
Because that's
Well,
how Outrage works. If
Okos.
you do Z Outrage, it does. He
It
doesn't have to
Okos no
recharge
matter
next
what,
turn.
so...
Let me see.
It
Let me look that up.
I mean, it Okos no matter what, so I'm not worried about that. But I'm
So
talking
it says
about
Pokemon is holding Icium Z and uses Z power, Free Shock, turns to Sub-Zero Slammer, and has base wind power. It doesn't say anything about recharge, but I would assume it doesn't recharge. I would assume it doesn't, because that's how Outrage works. So I would assume that it does not.
So Scarfed, I do 50% min.
You basically guaranteed. You guaranteed to KO'd it. Wait, do we have 4 hit points in his HP?
In his HP, no.
Yeah, put 4 in his HP. Does that drop to 49? Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
He may have run that 4 if he's running a max speed, max attack one.
Rocks
But
are
yeah,
up.
that would. Yeah, I was gonna say literally you need rocks or any form of damage whatsoever.
So turn 1, 100%, I'm clicking Stealth Rock with Dudley. Doesn't matter who he leads with, I'm clicking Stealth Rock. Can Dudley live an Energy Ball from a Galvantula?
yeah, with Rindo, absolutely.
Oh, yeah, we have a Rindo.
We have
Okay,
a
so
Rindo.
turn 1, rocks are up. Okay, so now we're halfway through this. My next question, and this was something that we were discussing a bit as well, is if Galvantula comes, with how slow my draft is, what's the potential? Well, if my draft is already slow enough, do you really think he's going to bother with Sticky Webs?
Kind of. Because, well, maybe not. Because, the only reason why I could see him bringing it
Scarfers.
is, for Scarfers, number 1. And for number 2 is Kyurem can outspeed the Jirachi. Because, I mean, like, the 2 Mons already guaranteed outspeed the Kyurem. They don't get affected by webs. I don't think he'll bring webs. I don't think he will. He'd only, again, have to bring it for Scarfers, A, or B, if he's like a banded Kyurem.
So, and going back to our point from earlier, that means no Cryogonal, no Galvantula. Because there's no point in him bringing Galvantula unless he sets up webs.
Well, he might just bring Galvantula just as an all-out offensive one. Because, I mean, he could like, just bring it just because, you know what I mean? But then at the exact same time as well, he may not want to bring it because both the bat and the bird outspeed it and do a tremendous amount of damage. As well as Entei. He would only bring it if he wants to deal some form of damage and he awkwardly enough were to run it Scarfed.
To outspeed my Hoopa.
Scarf to outspeed not only the Hoopa, mainly the Crobat and the Pidgeot. So maybe sitting here thinking that you're gonna bring the Pidgeot.
So basically, the chances of it being webs, even when it's broad, are less than a Scarf Galvantula.
Yes. I think that him bringing webs is kind of unlikely. I wouldn't be surprised if he bring it, but it's kind of unlikely.
So that means he's bringing a defogger.
Mm-hmm. I think Twit won't really care about removing his own rocks then, because he may just try and get them back up again. But if anything, I can also see him running. I can also see him running like Scarfed Infernape purely just to outspeed the Crobat and Mega Pidgeot. Because one thing I didn't think about is Twit may also build around your Mega, thinking you're gonna bring it.
No way. He's got a Kieran Black.
I know, but he may also just opt to that because Infernape is also really scary to your team. So he may think you're gonna bring your base 129 speed Mega Pidgeot.
Then let's fucking do it. Let's fucking bring that nigga, dog. Let's bring that nigga, dog. Well, the one thing I was gonna say is, aside from close combat, another answer for Infernape and for this Galvantula, well, Thunderbolt's still gonna hurt. I was gonna say Entei.
Entei wouldn't be too bad. The only issue with Entei is Tabu Fini just really shits on it. I mean, otherwise, and Tabu Fini and Rhydon really shit on it. Same thing with the
Nigga, I have Stomping Tantrum.
I mean, maybe, honestly. Entei's like a maybe pick right now. Because not only is he kind of outsped, base 100 is like average now, but if you want to run E-Speed, like, you have to bring it Adamant. Which is really, like, that kind of sucks. I don't know, it'd only be just really to slaughter the Scizor. Because, I mean, if Twit brings a Rhydon and you bring Entei that week, that could be a little problematic. Maybe. Crobat? Well, hey, I'm with the Crobat. I actually like the Crobat. I'm with it.
We gotta bring Crobat because Tapu Fini is a problem, and I need a defogger. I need some way to get rid of...
Hard slap defog right now.
I need some way to get rid of... Does he have a fake out Infernape? Do I need inner focus? Moves, ignore substitutes, and foes reflect, light screen, safeguard, and mist. Oh, I was thinking Misty Terrain.
I would run it because sub Roost Kyurem could be scary. If he runs a sub Kyurem, I like Sludge Bomb as well. The last two moves are kind of up there. You could run maybe Heat Wave Roost, but if you run Sludge Bomb and Heat Wave, oh, we're not gonna Roost.
Do we need Air Slash for anything? If we have Heat Wave,
it would really just be for the Infernape.
Infernape, yeah.
Yeah, it'd really just be for him. But I mean, again, that also depends on how much a Sludge Bomb does to Infernape. I think it does like 35 or some shit like that, maybe. I'm gonna look that up actually. I think it does like 35 to 40 or some shit like that.
Ew.
That's not the code that I'm looking for. I don't know, dude. If we run, let's say Naive, and we put it Sludge Bomb. I want to say it does like, it does, yeah, I was right. It does 32 to 38. And that's not max special attack. We do max special attack. It's 44 to 52.
And
so
with
if
rocks.
he has rocks up, it's a guaranteed 2 KO.
Okay.
I just listened to Fire Blast. Fire Blast is gonna be doing like, holy shit. Fire Blast is 72 to 84 if he's life formed. Yeah, I'd watch out for Fire Blast, dog. Yeah, as we've been saying, rocks, E2 KO, rocks, E2 KO, rocks, Yoko. Really need rocks up this week. We're gonna really need rocks.
Well, if that's the case, then we're gonna bring a second rocker.
Maybe.
Because with Dudley and his 4 times weakness, that's gonna be too obvious for him to try and exploit. So I want to bring a second rocker. And the other thing that I was gonna mention is, well, I got sidetracked by the webs, but if he brings webs, or if we want, what's the possibility of us running a Trick Room team? Which I know would cause an entirely different build at this point because we sped crap Jirachi and whatnot, and we have a scarfed Hoopa. But what's the potential us running a Trick Room team?
Wouldn't be bad. You'd actually demolish the Infernape. And Mega Scizor is not the world's slowest thing. He has 75 speed. If you ran it, you'd probably have to run like a Brave Natured, like Banded Hooper or some bullshit. And sort of just, I mean, you wouldn't have to run a Banded. Because Tapu Fini, you could probably just run a like Life Orb or some shit like that. Or you could run even Dark Z Crystal, Hyperspace Fury with.
That's another thing I was gonna mention.
Fucking the Dark Crystal. I don't know. A Trick Room team honestly wouldn't be bad, because people do run some Scarf as a Trick Room team just to give them the Trick Rooms over with. Then they have that Scarf, you know. Huh.
That would change our entire build at this point. But
oh yeah. It'd be tweaks. It'd be tweaks. I mean, I wouldn't be against it. I actually really wouldn't be against it. I mean, if it's something you want to do, we could do it. I wouldn't be totally against it.
Here, let's do this. Let's finish this and then build a Trick Room team.
2 teams, okay. Let's
Why
creep
not?
this. Let's creep this Crobat so he's bulkier.
Yeah, I was gonna say we don't need to put max.
He's gonna
like
speed
that.
the hell out of his team.
Yeah, it's the fastest mon.
Wait,
We have the fastest mons, dog.
I know, dog. T130, yeah.
Fun fact:
So,
someone pointed it out in the draft analysis. Crobat is the fastest mon drafted that isn't a Mega Evolution, which also ties with Nexus Tapu Koko. So our draft isn't as slow as you all fucks might think. It actually really is, but still.
What if you ran Modest? Since you have so much. I think if you ran Modest, even then you can creep. The fastest thing on Twit's team is the Torn.
At 111? And what does he hit? Level 50.
Yeah, 50. And just
He
make it like
hits-
timid, plus like timid, and then 252 in the speed.
Okay. 179.
179.
That doesn't give us.
Oh
much
my god! This mon is stupid fast. You could probably run Modest and not even creep. You could run like wait, he was at 179, right? Or
Oh, I gotta go to.
there you go. Yup.
Yeah.
There you hit R2. Oh. There we go.
We're not
There we
outspeeding any Scarfers, so
go.
I'm not stressing.
You maybe you sure you want to run a? Actually, you know, we don't have another dedicated offensive mon because I kind of like Life Orb. I was gonna say maybe you could run Black Sludge, but you have Roost.
No, I wanna hit as hard as I can with this thing.
Okay.
I wanna kill. I'm killing the Scizor. I'm fucking up that Tapu Fini. Those two are the ones that. Those two and the Kyurem causes the most trouble, and the Infernape. But
I watch out for
this
Calm
shit
Mind
up.
Tapu Fini as well. That thing sets up that could be scary.
Fuck that thing. I'm clicking Sludge Bomb, dog. Clicking Sludge Bomb, dog. And if it wants to set up with Calm Mind, we got fucking Heart Stamp, bitch. Yeah.
I really thought we could maybe run.
And wait, if you want to set up with that, we have Gong Shot.
Yeah. I think Gong Shot did 70 last we checked, right?
Something like that. Some crazy shit.
Yeah, something crazy. If he runs Calm Mind, then he has Haze and Defog. He could literally be a Calm Mind Moonblaster. That'd be weird.
Okay, so
A lot of options.
okay, so I'm gonna jot down Trick Room as well for us to look at afterwards.
Yeah,
gonna
TRT
forget
wouldn't be
that.
too bad.
Trick Room and our Z Crystal we're not using yet.
Mm-hmm.
We're not using the Z Crystal yet either. Okay, so we got that taken care of. Now, in terms of a second rocker, because Stealth Rocks are so important, I want to run a second rocker. Is it time for Diancie to come through?
Oh boy. Diancie defense is so good, but its HP is the problem. Then he has
Well, what I was gonna say.
Scizor.
What I was gonna
Diancie's
say.
worst enemy.
Well, Scizor is a problem. But I was gonna say, what if we made a especially defensive like? Well, I can't run AV with rocks. I was gonna say, what if we made a special defensive AV one, so that it can soak up some hits, but I can't put an AV on it if we're trying to get our second rocker. Because who else? Flygon runs rocks. We're not bringing Flygon. T-Tar. He's the only other option.
Flygon doesn't get rocks.
Flygon doesn't get rocks. Does Chestnut get rocks?
No, he gets spikes. He doesn't get rocks.
So T-Tar is the next best answer.
T-Tar, Diancie. T-Tar wouldn't be the world's biggest, baddest pick. Cause I mean, it'd probably bring like, I could see superpower. Like the scarier thing to the T-Tar is the Finny, Infernape, and Scizor. That's it. Rhydon will be pretty scary too, but you know.
I'm so mad I didn't bring Mega T-Tar.
Oh, look at the special defense stat.
Look at the special defense and the defense.
Oh,
stats.
duh, you should have drafted Mega.
And you know
And
what's
it's
crazy?
10 points faster too. It's 71.
I was gonna say, you know what's crazy is the Sandstream up. That'll whittle down his team as well.
Yep. Actually, yeah. It'll whittle down his team, but watch out for that, because if he brings Rhydon, it'll make his Rhydon even tankier.
Rhydon, I'm not super duper stressed about because we have Millennia, we have Dudley, we have Alibaba. We have answers for the Rhydon. We can hit the Rhydon hard. Because if he's going to bring the Rhydon like that, he's going to swap it in.
You know what you should do to T-Tar? I'm like a Joppleberry.
Who's the... Oh, for the Infernape?
Mm-hmm. We're running way too many berries. I think we should take out the berry on Jirachi, maybe. I was thinking about that earlier, but I'm like, what would we run then?
We're talking about this Infernape fist fucking my entire team, dog.
Yeah.
It's better to be safe than sorry. We got a Life Orb. We got a Rindo.
I just feel like maybe something else we could do, but I'm trying to... I'll keep thinking about it.
Okay, well, we know we need Stealth Rock. Crunch is coming.
I think we need Fire Blast. We can be able to touch the Scizor.
Fire Blast.
And then it's looking like the last one is probably gonna be Stone Edge.
Ew! Ah!
Good luck landing it though. Holy shit! I never run Stone Edge anymore. I just be all physical rock moves except for Excel Rock. Don't have 100% accuracy. Shout out to Excel Rock.
Did we get a Cell Rock?
Wait, you get Smackdown? Smackdown? I think Smackdown has 100% accuracy, does it not?
It's only basic.
Smackdown does too. Yeah, that's bad. That's bad. It's gotta be Stone Edge. It has to be Stone Edge, Chief.
That's aggravating. That's really aggravating.
I like that we have a lot of mixed attackers this week too. Skull DQ.
I was gonna say we only have one dedicated special attacker.
And then one dedicated physical one too with the Hoopa. This thing's dedicated as well.
Crunch, Stone Edge, Fire Blast, Stealth Rock. So we have two Stealth Rockers.
Speed.
So in case something doesn't go right. So I don't even want to put speed in this thing. There's no point.
Yeah, there's no point.
There's no point. I'm not.
If that's the case, you could high key run a Sassy.
Up special defense.
So we're speed.
So what are we? Wait, why are we up in special defense?
So we're saying here. Wow, you want
this is our special defense. No, I'm talking about for which Mon on the Twit's team.
Probably, if anything, probably the Finny, but you'll probably still get from it anyway. Yeah, maybe I'd probably run up more physically defensive, anything. Because
we're talking about the Infernape. Unless he just happens to run, like, Focus Blast Infernape.
I can see that, yeah. Nasty Plot, offensive Infernape. Nasty Plot could be actually really scary. Whoa. I like Relax, too. Relax. You hit 72? I still think... Just in case, because I'm going to be sleeping on Rhydon. And that's base 40. Oh, that nigga is dick. That nigga ain't going nowhere. That nigga hitting 60 speed and you're minus nature. Yeah, you're good. You're good. Alright, you're good. I was just double checking. Yeah, you're good. That nigga cannot run. He's so cool. He can't run though. He can't run.
So I'm Stone Edging this right on.
No, dude, no. You probably best bet to touch would be the crunch. If
That's what I was
anything,
thinking.
you kind of need the Stone Edge so you can be able to hit this Kyurem hard, dude.
So my answer for the Rhydon is my first 3 Mon. Do you really think he's gonna bring Rhydon?
I wouldn't be surprised. You gotta be prepared for everything, and I wouldn't be surprised. It could be his dedicated rocker and 3 attacker then. I just wouldn't be surprised.
Well,
Because
if that's the
maybe he may
case,
wanna- 'cause he probably wouldn't
okay,
bring
so
any
if
second
he-
type because of the Hoopa.
So if he doesn't bring, well, he's gonna bring the Infinite no matter what. But if he leads Rhydon and I lead Swampert,
Man, nigga, you scald that nigga. You know what you honestly could even do? You have to actually free rocks. Yeah, you could just free rocks.
because he's not gonna stay in.
Yeah. Or if he does want to stay in and just says fuck it, it doesn't matter. Free rocks.
Because I can click Scald for free next turn.
Absolutely. That's free rocks. If he leads right on, you lead Swampert, it's free rocks. It's big free rock. You better hope and pray. I would yo, also if he brings card, I'm gonna watch out for freeze dry, my nigga. That's ×4.
All right, this last Mon. Well, this T-Tar.
Yeah, we gotta get a spray for the T-Tar. Let me see. I like the max attack. We can run the max attack. Maybe.
Done.
Actually. Let me see. I probably would run max attack. Let's run max attack. Let's run an Adamantation one. Fuck it.
What? I thought we were supposed to be taking hits with this thing.
Bro, this nigga will naturally take hits.
You sure about that?
Yeah. I think we should do an even crazier spread though. Peep this, right? Let's do. I'm gonna calc this up to see how much Stone Edge does to this Kyurem Black. I don't think we need all that attack stat.
What do you mean? I'm trying to face fuck these Mons, dog.
I don't think we're gonna be needing all that, dog. Let me do Tyranitar. Okay. 50. If we were to put in Stone Edge, yeah, chief, that is 96 to 114 at max attack adamant. Oof.
90
Bro,
to make it so I can take a hit.
No, you could do 76 in attack because that is 85 to 102. You
And
still
that's
have a
enough
chance to
with rocks
76
up.
adamant. Yeah, 76 adamant. Yeah, let's assume you didn't run adamant. If you don't run adamant, then you probably have to put in
Adamant
lot
nature.
more. Yeah, I like adamant nature. Yep, adamant nature is 76 because we don't need all that attack. Because you just want a chance to one shot, and you do 85 to 102, you get that chance to one shot. Ice beam to you is doing, let's say, it's doing 32 to 38.
What about
that's in the
Sub-Zero
sand.
Slammer?
Sub-Zero Slammer? Yeah, just remove Sandstream. Sub-Zero Slammer, so let's do Ice Beam, and let's do Z-Moon, it's 47 to 57. If it's Ice Beam, Sub-Zero Slammer. If it's Freeze Shock, that's a physical ass move. Freeze Shock is 77 to 91 without the Z-Move. If it's the Z-Move, it's 84 to 100.
Well,
I
unless-
really genuinely believe that the Sub-Zero Slammer with Freeze Shock, it doesn't recharge. I really think that's what it is. I'm gonna, again, I have to look this up.
Well, let's creep it so we can live that.
I mean, you have a chance to live that.
Yeah, but that's
The one shot.
too. I'm gonna die, Doug.
Yeah.
I will die. That's with the sand.
Freeze Shock is a base one. It's a base 200 physical ice move. It's Sub-Zero Slammer. That would be stupid. Holy shit.
We out here slaying dragons, Doug.
For real, dog. I was gonna say we could put the rest in that we have remaining, and put that into fucking physical defense. 180.
180 in defense.
I kind of want to put a little bit into special defense too, maybe. But let's see this. He did 180 in physical defense.
Well, I'm eating
80.
a fucking close combat, and that nigga's getting
Sub-Zero
fucked by
Slammer
the
then
Stone
does 71 to 84. That's Free Shock Z move.
And
Now
that's
you
me.
live that guarantee.
That's me living it and fucking him in the mouth with Stone Edge.
Yeah.
Same thing with me living a close combat and fucking him in the mouth with a Stone Edge.
Just in case, I'm gonna look up Tapu Fini and how much a Moonblast does to you.
Well, I'm never gonna be in that situation, cause Stone Edge ain't gonna do shit.
Stone Edge from you does 32 to 38, but it's a Moonblast doing 34 to 42. So he guaranteed 3K with Moonblast, and then you guarantee hit 3K with Stone Edge. But that's he's always gonna land a Moonblast. He outspeeds you, and then
Hey, don't say it. Don't say it. Don't say it. Don't even think it.
I'm not even gonna think it. I'm not gonna say anything, dog. I'm not gonna say
Don't
anything.
say it and don't think it. Don't say it, don't think it. Okay, so this T-Tar, I actually like this T-Tar. My only issue is with this, we have no real dedicated special wall. Like, T-Tar is it.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe AV Jirachi. Maybe it's
You
gonna
want to
have
take
to
this
be it.
Oakberry off? What allows me to take?
Because if you have the AV, you still take an overheat from the Infernape. It doesn't one-shot you. Like, his only real specially offensive threat that we have here, Infernape. Kyurem Black is an Ice Beam. It's going to be hurting hard. The Torn, if he wants to bring it, but I don't think Torn gets any. Torn doesn't get nasty plot or any of that shit. Yeah, he kind of bad.
Oh, this
shit,
is
we
a
could
scary ass
maybe-
team, dog.
You put AV on that Rachi? I think we should do it. I think we 100% should.
This is a scary ass looking team, nigga. Damn. This is our first 3 OU picks and our first 2 UU picks.
I'm with it. I'm gonna I'm gonna look that up again for the Jirachi, just in case. Wait, we had 36 HP, 2v2 attack, and then we had 220 in speed.
36 HP, 2v2 attack, and 220 in speed, yes.
Okay, I'm gonna look it up just in case on like a nasty plot Infernape, because that is also gonna be scary. That nigga is gets so many options. Okay, so if we slap on Assault Vest, and we're jolly by the way. If you slap on Assault Vest, his Fire Blast is 60 to 71, and your Heart Stamp is 75 to 88. But if you have Rocks up, you have a 6% chance to O-Code.
Well, my question
guaranteed 2 KOs.
Well, it's just okay. Well, no. Heart Stamp. Okay, I was gonna say, what's the difference between running Heart Stamp and that's 40 PP? Like Zen Headbutt, because Zen Headbutt would guarantee me a kill. But then
you would only want Heart Stamp for the flinch. That's literally the only reason why.
But then I was saying we're not building this strategy just for the Infernape. We're building it for everything else, so we can flinch everything else with Heart Stamp.
Maybe we should run Zen Headbutt.
Why?
If he's a fully offensive one, Zen Headbutt at a minimum does 100. Without rocks, on its own, it is 100 minimum. I mean, you'd only want a Heart Stamp for flinches. So if you really just wanted to be that guy and flinch down that Tapu Fini, well, you'd probably. I mean, if you wanted to be that guy and flinch down that Tapu Fini, you wanted to be that guy and flinch down the Celebi. Be that guy, flinch down. Fucking
right on. Well, I could iron
maybe even the
right
well, that's that. Yeah, you can iron the right on. The Cryogonal, it's got like no defense.
I'm Iron Head in the Cryogonal.
Yeah, so I think you should run Zen Headbutt.
Well, wait. What about? Well, I'm Iron Head in the Kyurem as well. So Zen Headbutt is just for this fucking monkey.
You one shot.
We are gambling this week. Zen Headbutt, fucking Heat Wave, Stone Edge.
Well, Heat Wave, you will tank the Scizor and just give it a shit on him.
Yeah, but Heat Wave is only 90% accurate.
Scizor.
I know. I'm talking about the accuracy.
80. Oh, whoa, dude. God's
We're playing
plan.
with fire this week, dog. We're playing with fire.
God's plan, bro.
Okay, so this
I mean,
last
unfortunately,
one,
Heat Wave doesn't. I mean, unfortunately, the fucking Crobat doesn't get flamethrower. RIP, Medic, RIP.
So this last one, we debated. And we talked about, and with a rocker already in place, you were mentioning Slowking possibly, but I brought up the potential of Vikavolt. We were talking about Vikavolt.
Vikavolt would be really interesting. Because I mean,
Especially
it's one of
if
those
we do
things
a
where it
trick room
isn't
team.
totally bad if we do a TR team. Because let's see, Vikavolt is gets shitted on by the Kyurem, but it does a lot of damage. It does a lot of damage to the Tapu Fini. You resist Bullet Punch, so you can hit that thing hard with the HP Fire. Infernape shits on it, but if he brings in Infernape on it, it's not going to appreciate a Thunderbolt. The Torn, it's shitted on by it. Celebi's shitted on by it. Galvantula's shitted on by it. It shits on the Necrozma. I mean, it shits on Jellicent as well. It's not a total bad. It's just if he gets rocks up, it's gonna really be unfortunate.
We're scarfing it.
No way.
Timid. Let's go.
My nigga, what are we doing?
Max speed.
Wild charge.
Look at this. We're outspeeding, dog. Not outspeeding.
104.
104 speed. We're not doing shit.
That nigga is slow for no. God knows what. His deck description says he's so fast too.
I don't like this shiny either. Shiny's fucking ugly.
Yeah, shiny's gross. I mean, it'd be one of those mons where like, I don't know, maybe like a choice spec set. I feel like if you really want to bring it, I think it'd have to be a Life Orb or choice specs, just for all out power, you know? Like it's just there to just deal an incredibly fuck ton amount of damage. I don't know, cause like he can get all this damage off. I feel like he'd be essential in the nigga Thunder.
Oh, I meant to.
We big gambling now. we hella gambling.
I meant to type Thunderbolt. Wait, I gotta put it in a certain order. My OCD's working here.
Yeah, no, that's what I do too. We always do the hidden power last. If we dead ass brought this,
it's touching everything.
It actually
if we're doing
everything.
if we're doing this, I'd rather run Life Orb.
Okay.
I'd rather run Life Orb because
maybe if we're gonna run Life Orb on this guy, maybe we run Black Sludge on the Crobat.
Life Orb on that too.
Yeah, and those are the two guys that are also weak to rocks. It'll wear them down even faster.
Well, didn't we discussed this thing getting roost as well?
Yeah, but it's one of those things where it's like he will not be around long. He is just there to just attack. If you really do 100% want to bring the Vikavolt, we can make it work. Because like his team's not gonna like once you get the Vikavolt in, some mons on his team aren't gonna appreciate it. They're not. This thing is slaughtering the Tapu Fini. It slaughters. It does a lot of damage to the Scizor. It's doing a lot of damage to Infernape, Torn, Celebi, Galvantula, Necrozma, Drapion.
Let's just leave with this nigga then.
Leave Volt Switch.
Fuck yeah, dog. Fuck yeah. Let's just leave.
I don't know. You literally only bring this mon. I mean, I'm for it because I'm reading off all this shit. He does a lot of damage. Even shit on a Jellicent. Two would probably bring if he has Kragenol though. Kragenol will probably stop the thing. Kragenol's got like a fuck ton of high special defense. It would probably stop this thing.
But then what about what if he leads Rhydon?
You're right. I really can't touch that with this set on Rhydon. I mean, do you ever really click Thunderbolt?
Well, I'm trying to do damage.
That's true. Thunderbolt would literally only be there for damage. Because Volt Switch, actually, you know what? Let's look at the calcs and see how much it does. I know to a Torn. Oh my god, that nigga's dying. That nigga's dying.
Well, my question is, if we don't bring Vikavolt, who's the other option for a sixth member?
What's our team that we have right now? What do you got? Hoopa, Jirachi, write all this down. Swampert, Crobat, Tyranitar. Okay, they pull up to his team again? Okay, if we have all of this, it looks like Slowking set up fodder for the Tapu. Tapu would just hit Calm Mind or hit Nature's Madness. We could potentially run Fire Blast and Slowking. I like the Slowking. I like Vikavolt too. I actually really like Vikavolt. Surprisingly enough, Vikavolt's matchup in this is actually not bad by any means.
I still think Vikavolt should get sticky webs. That's bullshit.
Yeah, they gave all these mons to give him an Ultra Sun and Moon, and they didn't give it to Vikavolt. Like, if he has no speed, help him out. Help him out.
He gets Energy Ball. I can run Energy Ball.
Yeah. Maybe? If he brings both Tapu and Rhydon, then you don't even need to think, and you could probably just click. Wait, Bug Fight.
My only issue is, I'm only bringing Energy Ball for Rhydon. That's it.
If we look at the calcs,
Energy Ball
let's
is
see,
blowing
Volt
that nigga
Switch.
away. How much is
Volt
Volt Switch
Switch.
to Tapu Fini?
If we modest life for Volt Switch to Infernape is 80 and 96.
What
If
about
we go
Tapu?
Tapu Fini, and since we're assuming that he's gonna be a max HP max defense, the physically defensive set, he does. Oh, whoa! I was like, whoa, I gotta make him 50. He does 85 to 101.
85
The only
to
reason
101
why
Volt
the-
Switch.
Yep. The only reason why you would want to bring Thunderbolt is because Thunderbolt does at min 110. Or like on the Infernape, for example, it also like on the Infernape, for example, it also does 103 min. Or let's say, for example, on the we don't even need to think about Rhydon. Energy Ball is a hard 127. We don't need to think about Rhydon. If you go, let's assume Kieran Black. Let's assume Kieran Black comes in on a Volt Switch, or he comes in because he thinks he can take a hit. Volt Switch to Kieran Black will do 28 to 33.
That's insane.
But Bug Buzz is your bet. Does 72 to 86.
That's fucking wild. You don't need Thunderbolt.
This nigga just
Thunderbolt. With rocks, we need Thunderbolt. So I can U-turn.
You don't know.
Millennia into Gonzalez here, and then it's like Hoopa all over again. I just click a move and someone's getting fucked.
Someone's getting a lot of damage. Like we can even let's look it up right here. Mega Scizor, and let's assume that he's the like the Swordsdance there, right?
HP
If
Fire.
we were
eliminating him.
put it in Power Fire, hit a Power Fire at minimum. There's 118. Like this thing just hits moves and just like does if it does it one shot, it does at least over 70. Or
That's
who's
powerful.
another mon that could swap into it? Let's
modest?
look at Celebi. Let's look up a rocker Celebi. Let's assume you want to Volt Switch on it, right? Volt Switch to a Celebi will at least be doing 25. So that's not bad by any means. But a Bug Buzz does 270 minimum.
Okay, so are we running? We're running modest life orb with this, so we want to run Black Sludge on him
Yeah, I think we should.
because he's more
I think we
utility
should- I
than
think we
anything
should.
else.
Yep. And you want to at least keep him alive so you can defog. I think we 100% should.
So what weakness does this team have?
Let's see. Well, obviously Kieran Black. If you're on like Focus Blast, Ice Beam, Earth Power, and Dragon Claw. If he has that utility force set right there, it's gonna be really hard to switch into. But I think a Celebi will help out with that. Cause that'll help with the Earth Powers. Yeah, actually, you know what? I actually really like the Assault on the Jirachi. That'll help with the Earth Powers a lot.
Earth Power. I have 2 Levitate users.
That's true, but those Levitate users, they don't appreciate anything else from the Kyurem.
A Sub-Zero Slammer.
Yeah, that's just really gonna hurt if he has Sub-Zero. Like, I truthfully 1000% believe that Twit is gonna bring. I 100% believe. I think Twit is gonna bring. Oh man, no, we should hang on. Wait on the Jirachi. Make it 32. Yeah, make it 32. There we go. And then I guess you can put that 4 special defense.
Yeah.
So on this Jirachi, if let's say we were to slap a Salvus, I'm actually really curious on that.
We haven't assault.
I think, yeah, I'm gonna sub it. I'm doing it for the calcs. If he is a life orb set, is hitting power fire to 31. Your Iron Head is 58 minimum. Ice Beam to 17 minimum. Fusion Bolt will be the only scary thing. That's 44 to 52. But it's a guaranteed. It's a 15% chance of 2 KOing you. But all you have to do is not only do you so check it out. Not only do you outspeed him because of 220, you outspeed 161, 95, and Kieran's the exact thing as Drapion. So you outspeed 1 point. All you gotta do is flinch. That's all you gotta do. That's literally all you have to do. I mean, the only way this thing will outspeed you now is if he's scarfed. There's no other way to think it outspeed you. No other way. If anything, right? If we were to, let's say, look up Earth Power. Ooh, even with an Assault Vest, that is 48 to 56.
That ain't no problem. That ain't no problem. That ain't no problem. That ain't no problem.
All you have to do is outspeed and kill it. See, because without the Assault Vest, it'll be doing a lot more. Like, if you don't have Assault Vest, I think the 70 to 84.
Well, you see, the
So it helps. It helps.
The issue is, if he runs Scarf Kyurem, there's nothing I can do about that. I would literally have
if
to
you run Scarf
my
Kyurem, if anything, that would be a lot better.
I was gonna
then
say that
he
too.
can't swap up moves.
Yeah, I was gonna say that too. That'll be easier to play around if he runs the Scarf Kyurem.
So like, if you see him go for like Earth Power and he's locked in on Earth Power, that's a free Gonzalez switch, and then he's gonna swap out.
Peep this. So this Scarf Hoopa outspeeds everything on his team.
Everything.
Barring a Scarfer.
It outspeeds Scarf Kyurem. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
Because Kyurem's got a higher base speed.
Barring
anything,
a Scarfer,
barring
it
a
should outspeed
Scarfer.
everything on his team.
Mm-hmm.
So if I find out in the match that something is Scarfed, then I don't put Hoopa up against it. But aside from that, I can always send Hoopa in as a revenge killer and just click a button and kill something.
Yes.
This Jirachi is set to outspeed everything except for the
things that I already outspeeded. Like the Infernape, the Torn,
and the Galvantula.
And
everything
maybe
else,
Celebi if he decides to run at max speed.
Yeah, everything else we outspeed. Homeboy Dudley here is for rocks. He's still my lead rocker. He's here for rocks, and he's here to kill the Infernape and tank a hit from the Kyurem Black. Obviously not all at once, just situational. That's the idea. Fat Bat is here to fuck this Scizor in the mouth and fuck this Tapu Fini in the mouth. Obviously, Alibaba and Millennia can do that as well, but Fat Bat has his own role. We need to keep him alive with Black Sludge and Roost because he's our defogger as well. Drax is here to big dick like only a Tyranitar can do. Fire Blast for the Scizor so we don't get walled. With Sandstream and Chapel Berry, we're killing this Infernape, hands down. So would it actually? Well, it doesn't matter then at that point. I'm gonna say, would it actually be better for me to lead with Drax as my lead rocker? Because
it would have to be situational. Like, you have to see if he has the ride on. You don't want to lead Tyranitar if he probably has like a ride on or some shit like that.
Okay, so if the ride on comes, then Dudley's the lead. Because Drax is here. Drax is honestly more utility than anything. Oh, well, utility in the sense of he's
utility in options. Yeah.
Offensively, he runs a lot better.
He's not totally useless because like he can fuck up the Galvantula, fuck up the Kyurem, do his thing to Tapu Fini if you want to with the Stone Edge.
Fuck up the Infernape.
Fuck up the Infernape, absolutely. Fuck up the Scizor. I feel like if Twit feels comfortable and wants to set up Scizor VT-Tar, is it Fire Blast?
This is the extent of our special defense. Well, no, Millennia is here. So we don't really have a pure special defensive.
Plus, like, you're also, you have Sandstream. You'll be mega fat.
And then last but not least, we got Gonzalez here, who... this nigga is
dude, it's gonna be so hard. It's gonna be so hard to bring him in. You gotta be careful with it. But once you do,
I mean, if something gets sacked off, if I have to end up sacking something off, or something dies, like to a crit or something, or I'm just saying, if I ever get a chance to free swap, if I U-turn from Millennia or something, then
you find that
I can go straight into him.
And you have that turn, that Volt turn initiative. You know what I mean? So it's like, if Twit does something, Volt switch, U-turn, get that momentum up going on. You know what I mean?
And bold switches are hurting everybody but the Rhydon.
Yep.
How much do we count to Cryogonal?
No. That's actually a really good question. We should calc on Cryogonal right now.
And there's no chance of him running an AV Cryogonal.
I wouldn't be surprised. I'd actually watch out for that. I 100% would not be surprised at all. If he runs Cryogonal, let's assume that he is a specially defensive set. Let's just 100% assume that here. Volt switches will be doing 29 to 35. Whereas Bug Bud's 37 to 44. That is not AV. If you're in the Assault Vest, you're doing like 19 to 23.
That's still decent damage.
That's still decent damage. And then like the Jirachi or the T-Tar just come out and just sort of, you know?
Wait, doesn't he get Flash Cannon?
Yeah.
Jirachi's still there, though.
So Jirachi's still there, though. And the thing really doesn't get much for Jirachi. I'd also watch out because Cryo also gets defog. I'd watch out for that.
So he could bring the Cryo, and it's not even... He could bring the Cryo and Galvantula, then.
Yeah. But I mean, it'd be weird if he brings Cryo and Gavantia, you know the Cryo has to be Rapid Spin. If he brings Defog and the Cryo, that'd be weird because he puts up the rocks or he puts up the webs. And
You're right.
It's the webs. I mean, like usually when someone plays Defog users, they don't care if they move their rocks, they just get it up again. But when it comes to sticky webs, it's
you don't want to have to try and get it up again.
Yeah, you don't want to have to try and get it up again because most times they just kind of let it go.
You know what? So, we were talking about a Trick Room team. I don't even think we need. I'm confident in this team. I think
also watch out as well from Aurora Veil. You know, Alola Ninetales moves. It'll have damage, so I'd watch out for it.
Cryogonal gets that.
Mm-hmm.
The fuck?
I'd watch out for that. I'd 100% watch out for that because then it can make your Hoopa rendered useless.
He's gonna run that.
Useless.
He's gonna run that then.
He's gonna run it, yeah.
So Rapid Spin and Cryogonal is 100% coming.
I think the Cryogonal is looking like it's gonna have to come.
Then we have to build a Trick Room team. Because if he's bringing a Rapid Spin Cryogonal, Galvantula's on the way.
It totally went past me. I was like, whoa, he gets Aurora Veil. Holy shit. Whoa. Yeah, he gets Aurora Veil, which is really annoying. It'll cut your damage in half. And
he's 100% bringing that. With Hoopa smacking as hard as it does, he's 100% bringing that and setting it up.
Earthquake, Swampert, the Jirachi. It looked like he'd have to 100%. But I mean, you could kind of make it to where he couldn't. You could like if he fucking has the Cryo and you have the T-Tar, you're probably just have to step till he gets it up, but you probably get shit on it or some shit like that. Because Cryo will be. It's not that Cryo will be dealing scary damage. It's more so that Aurora Veil is supporting the rest of his team. Let's assume Aurora Veil's up. Oh wow, with Aurora Veil up, your Voltage does 9 damage. 9. If we have T-Tar and he puts up Aurora Veil, you have Stone Edge. The 77 and 91. So if you have Rocks up, basically he's dead. T-Tar doesn't care about the.
Does Cryogonal get rocks?
No.
So as long as he doesn't, if he doesn't bring Rhydon, I'm clicking lead T-Tar. If Rhydon is there, the safest play is lead Swampert.
It'd have to be one of those things where it's like you see his team and it's like you probably don't want to lead the Rhydon with the Infernape, or you don't want to be the T-Tar with the Infernape or the T-Tar with the Rhydon.
Yeah.
Swampert's pretty good up against both of those.
Yeah.
So it'd really be up to what you feel. That'd be a situational thing. It's like it's up to you if you want to lead with T-Tar or lead with Swampert, either or.
I think if there's no Rhydon, I'm gonna lead with T-Tar.
Okay.
Because I would want to get. I can't see Twit. And again, it's Twit. I can't see him clicking close combat turn 1.
Turn 1, yeah, that'd be wild, dude. That would be wild. That would be wild.
I can't see him doing that turn 1. So turn 1, I can lead. If Rhydon's not there, I'm gonna lead with T-Tar and click rocks, and let him close combat me if he wants. The Chopper Berry will eat it up, and then I can hard swap to Crobat because he'll click it again, or he'll swap, which is fine for me because Crobat will outspeed whatever he swaps to.
Yeah. If he clicks CC, you honestly go out to probably Crobat, yeah, and let him take that CC, and he's already like, you know, lower damage. He doesn't want to take that from the Crobat. He'll probably swap after that.
Who's he swapping into to take a hit from the Crobat?
Probably. See, the Crobat has a lot of coverage. So he swaps out to any of his 2 OU-mons. All you do is just hit Sludge Bomb, or if he swaps out into the Scizor, you Heat Wave. I don't know. Like it doesn't really matter. Like he'd have to have a Rhydon. He'd have to have Rhydon. If he doesn't have Rhydon, the Crobat just kind of does damage and when it wants to come out. Sometimes gonna hurt the Torn. It's gonna hurt Celebi. It's gonna hurt the Galv. He'd 100% have to bring the Rhydon. If he brings Rhydon, Cryo, that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He brings Rhydon, Cryo, and then he brings the first 4 Mons. I could see that happening. That looks like the most likely thing right there. Rhydon, Cryogonal, and the first 4 OU Mons. Or just the 3 OU Mons and Infernape. I don't think Twit wants to bring Celebi because of the Hoopa. The presence of your dark offense is too strong, and that just seems like the best opportunity. That just seems like the best that he could bring.
Kieran Black, Tapu Fini, Mega Scizor, Infernape. I think his Infernape will be scarfed.
I think it will. If the Rhydon's gonna be the rocker, his Infernape will either be scarfed, it'll be a Life Orb dual set, or it could be just a Nasty Plot setter upper.
No, I think it'll be scarfed because, like you said, Mega Pidgeot is a thing, and I think looking at my team, Mega Pidgeot is too much of a threat to his Infernape. So I think he'll do what he needs to do. Knowing how good Infernape is against my team, I think he will make sure Infernape can take out what I will most likely bring to body the Infernape.
Well, if he brings both Rhydon and Cryo, I don't think he'll run Scarf Infernape.
Why?
Because those two sort of stop Pidgeot. Like, Cryo's got massive after defense and it's super effective against when he eats a Hurricane. So does Rhydon. I think if he brings those two, he'll 100% bring, like, some Life Orb Infernape set. Or who knows if he brings Banded. That could be scary if he brings Banded. Or he could bring a setup set. I don't know, I just kind of can't. I wouldn't be surprised if Twit brought Scarf Ape, but I can't really see Scarf Ape coming.
Okay.
It seems like he could just handle... It just seems like he would handle your birds more defensively than offensively, but I don't know.
I'm not even stressed about that. The biggest problem that I'm worried about now is Aurora Veil.
Yeah, that could be really scary.
Because even with the Trick Room team, there's nothing they can do.
I don't think Defog removes Aurora Veil. Aurora Veil is removed from a Pokemon side of the field if it's hit by Brick Break, Defog. Oh, it does!
So I have to defog the Aurora Veil away.
First, Psychic Fangs. Pokemon with the ability Infiltrator ignore the effects of Aurora Veil.
Ooh!
Crobat is chillin'! Crobat is chillin'!
That's why we looked this shit up, though. Okay, does Crobat get Iron Head? Does Crobat get...
I don't think it does now.
Abyss fucking this Cryogonal, dog. Jesus Christ.
This literally means that if you set the Aurora Veil, your Crobat still hurts the Scizor and a Tapu Fini.
Lit.
Crobat just hurts everybody.
That's perfect.
That's why he has to bring Rhydon and Cryo, both which stop Crobat. He 100% has to bring Rhydon and Cryo.
So we have Kieran Black, Tapu Fini, Mega Scizor, Infernape, Rhydon, and Cryogonal. Jirachi's fucking this team. Everything except for Infernape, Jirachi fucks.
Jirachi has an option to do some form of damage, and you're not locked in. So Jirachi is a form, and that's actually better now we're bringing Assault Vest, because now, if he starts to bring Hidden Power Fire Cryo, you literally swallow it. You can come in on that Cryo every time. But I'd watch out for Freeze Dry, because he'll probably run Freeze Dry. I can see Freeze Dry, Recover, Rapid Spin, and Aurora Veil. Some shit like that.
Oh, I don't feel that bad about Aurora Veil anymore.
Hey, what do we have in Swampert again? We don't have See, the thing that's gonna... Oh, well, you know what? I was gonna say maybe we should bring Togs, but his Misty Terrain's gonna be a little annoying. It'll be alright. Swampert doing damage to the Tapu Fini is gonna be a little annoying. But if anything, maybe you could just go out to Gonzalez on Tapu Fini or some bullshit like that and just scare it out maybe. I'd watch out for Nature's Madness. It's gonna be annoying that he brings everybody down to about 50%.
Shit, let that nigga click Nature's Madness. Let that motherfucker click Nature's Madness, dog. Let that nigga click Nature's Madness. I want him to. I want him to. Then I know you're clicking Z Haze, and I'll bring this nigga right back in on the turn you click Z Haze, dog.
Run Z Haze, right, and just shut her with a Volt Switch, shut her with an energy ball.
Fuck that hoe in the throat. Okay. I have confidence. I have confidence in this squad. I have confidence in this team. The key aspect, we need rocks immediately. Rocks help us win this so much. We're not bringing a Z Crystal.
Nope. I think we're fine not bringing one. If anything, the Hoopa's presence is too much there for him to bring anything like Celebi or the Krosma. I don't think. And Scarf, we did the calcs. It basically two-shot everything on his team.
Yo.
That's not the Infernape or Mega Scizor. But even then, we have Fire Punch and Zen Headbutt.
No, we have Zen Headbutt. Well, the only other thing that's an issue then would be the Rhydon. Eevee Rhydon.
That's a good question.
Does that still get two-shot, though?
That's a good question, actually. Let's look it up. Let's look up Hoopa, Unbound.
I think he will bring the Rhydon because he's a Tapu Fini.
100% he's going to bring the Rhydon. 100% he's going to bring the Rhydon. I 100% think he's going to bring it. Let's see. I had the Aurora Veil up. Oh my god! Chief, if Doug, this Aurora Veil is gonna be a pain in the ass. Holy
We're taking
hell.
care
Yeah,
of it.
no, the Rhydon actually just kind of comes in the Hoopa. He's 100% gonna bring the Rhydon. He's 100% gonna bring it. Doug, Hoopa Unbound is doing like, whoa, dude, that thing's at 27 to 35
With
this
high race Fury.
Rhydon. Mm-hmm.
That's
Scarf.
with Aurora Veil.
That's not with Aurora Veil. The Aurora Veil is doing 13%. Dog, this Rhydon tanks.
Well, we might need to bring knockoff.
Yeah. Yeah, we might actually have to bring knockoff. Just so that a Violet can go. Holy shit. That nigga eats hits. Well, I mean, let's check it, right? Maybe we can just remove the Zen Headbutt then. So you have the Jirachi. But it's just an option. It's just an option. It's an option. It's an option.
But if we remove Zen Headbutt, then I have to rely on someone else to take out the Infernape, not Hoopa.
Mm-hmm. We have Fire Punch and Heat Wave. Maybe we shouldn't have Fire Punch on the thing.
You have to have Fire Punch on this because he's gonna. I already know there's gonna be some point where he's gonna send Mega Scizor in, and he's either gonna think I'm gonna swap and click Swords Dance, or he's gonna click Bullet Punch. Either way, I have to be able to touch the Scizor with Hoopa.
85 to 88. 77 to 93. Okay. Yeah, no, I would 100%. 72 to 93. Whoa, maybe we should bring Hidden Power Fire. I was doing calcs for a naive one. Hidden Power Fire does 81 to 97. Did he run like naive though instead of jolly?
That doesn't affect my attack.
It's just your speed, but it would affect your special attack, and that's why I looked up Hidden Power Fire. Hidden Power Fire does 81 to 97, whereas his Fire Punch is 77 to 93.
So my special attack goes up.
Because you don't have the jolly anymore, which is lowering your special attack. Plus, if anything, dude, I would be fucking flabbergasted. I've seen this before. Niggas running Iron Defense, dog. I would be flabbergasted if he brings that. I've seen that.
No, I've seen that before. For years, I've seen Iron Defense Scizor. Yeah.
That'd be insane.
So if I run knockoff for the Rhydon, or just knockoff for anything, ideally.
It's a thinker now, dude. It's a thinker now.
Because how much does knockoff do to Kyurem with the ICMZ? Because I can't knock it off.
You can't knock it off. You'll have less power.
Oh no, I know, but I'm saying if I were to click knockoff, how much am I doing?
Let's find out.
With no item.
If he has an item, your knockout is 48 to 57, and that actually does more than Hyperspace. Hyperspace is 50 to 59.
That's
knockout
with
is
an
48
item.
to 57. But that's if he has a life orb. Okay, let's assume he has ICMZ.
Yeah.
Hyperspace does 50 min. Knockoff's doing 33 to 39.
That's not enough.
That's not enough. I'm gonna guarantee you 2-co.
So with
It's
this
options,
setup,
bro. We gotta let something go.
With this setup, the only way I'm taking down the Rhydon is with Swampert. If Swampert goes down, I
It's
lose.
looking like it. If Swampert goes down, that right. You you probably have to get really lucky and flinch it down then with the Jirachi.
Oh, I have Energy Ball on Gonzalez as well. I don't care if you're evil or not.
Gonzalez?
I
I think right on us about 3 points. You're chilling.
Are we speed creeping? Are we really gonna do
No,
this?
I don't think we're
I could see him. I could see him doing it. I could see him doing it.
Maybe you can take a little bit out of HP and put a little bit of speed. You can put that 6 to speed.
So I would just. Oh yeah. So I just need 1 point.
Well, that doesn't do anything.
Fuck.
That 6 doesn't do anything. He's base 40. You're base 43. So while you are hitting 63,
Oh, I can't go
his
any higher.
His Rhydon will be hitting 60. I go 65.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I have to go 65.
And then put the rest of HP.
Just in case he decides to speed creep. Just enough.
Wait, take a point out of the HP?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not enough. It goes by...
That's not enough. It's by 4. 30.
Nigga.
32.
35.
I don't think that's how it works.
Isn't that what it is? It's an odd number now.
No, use the bar that's on the HP.
Where are we going to?
32. Oh, it's 28. There you go. See, because now you have more EVs than you can put anything else.
Yeet.
There you go.
Yeet. Okay, so we're outspeeding the Rhydon with this nigga. Unless he decides to go jolly. So, do you really think we need knockoff?
Maybe. Because look at that. With a Violet, your hyperspace is 27 to 32. Without it, your hyperspace is doing 40 to 48. We gotta get rid of his Violet somehow. But, like, you also need the hyperspace Fury. Damn, if only 5 moves existed.
Well, it comes down to this. It's either I let the Rhydon, either I let the Swampert and the Vikavolt deal with the Rhydon, or I let somebody else deal with Infernape. Because it comes down to, because I want to keep Hyperspace Fury on Alibaba, so it comes down to Zen Headbutt or knockoff.
I think you should have moved Zen Headbutt. I think you should have moved it. Gunk Shot does 68 to 81 in Infernape. You like literally gotta land a Gunk Shot. That's looking like it's it, cause that Rhydon just eats your hits, bro. But then maybe we don't need it. I can look it up to see right now. Our Swampert, how well he takes hits from it. I'm gonna Rhydon stay set up sometimes.
Swords Dance Rhydon?
Yeah, sometimes if you set up, we have 132 defenses in our. We have 132 defense.
Yes.
132. EQ does 32 to 39. That's gonna be the hardest thing he hits you with.
Scald should Oko.
Yeah, Scald, he actually lives. It is 64 to 79.
I was gonna say it's not gonna Oko. What about an Energy Ball?
From the Vicky?
Mm-hmm.
Pretty sure that kills. We look up 50. Energy Ball does 90 to 107. Oh, wait a minute. Sorry. Didn't have the Life Orb. Life Orb, 117. Yeah.
Alright.
He's the one.
Alright, so we have enough coverage for Infernape. We have enough coverage for the Rhydon. And then the way we're dealing with Kyurem is chip damage, sand damage, hit it as hard as we can. Outspeed it and hit it as hard as we can.
I'm gonna look up to see how much. Like top. Maybe we can remove some special attack from that Vicky.
Whoa.
Maybe, dude. Maybe.
The whole point in bringing this nigga is for that.
Let's see. Vikavolt, Tapu Fini.
What are we gonna put it in?
Huh?
What will we put it in?
Never mind, I like it. I think it's good.
Because as long as we outspeed this Rhydon, I don't have to worry about a Stone Edge from him.
Yeah, no, I'd keep it. Never mind, I'd keep it.
Should I keep this 12 in special defense or put it in defense?
No, I'd keep it. Actually, yeah, I'd keep it. Yeah, never mind. I was doing calcs. If you don't have the 252, then your chances are lowered of one-shotting. Or having that chance to one-shot.
Ugh! I'm nervous because this is one of those battles that's going to be like, one turn can decide the entire thing. You can decide the entire course of the match.
I think if you play right, you should be straight.
Gotta get webs out.
Play right, it should be straight.
If he brings webs, I have to get the webs off the field. And Aurora Veil is the only other thing I'm worried about.
I'm still so like this Hoopa dog. I'm still so struggling because we really do need the knockoff. Sucks that T-Tar doesn't get knockoff. Imagine in a world that'd be busted as hell. Because then it will be nice too. Ha. I mean, like, let's say that you don't kill with Gunk Shot and he knocks you out. You can just come out to Crobat and just kill it.
Say it again.
Let's say that you don't have to Zen Headbutt anymore. Zen Headbutt had a 100% minimum chance to knock it out, right? So guarantee kill it, right? Gunk Shot does like 68 to 82, some shit like that. So even if you don't kill it, right, and he knocks out your Hoopa, or well, you wouldn't even hit Gunk Shot unless he's in range, right? But if you chip down the Infernape enough, you can bring out the Hoopa. Or if you're not able to get off the Gunk Shot kill with the Hoopa versus the Infernape, you can then just come with the Crobat, who guaranteed outspeeds it, and bam.
The only thing I'm worried about with Crobat is, like, if I send in Crobat, he's not leaving the Infernape in.
Yeah. No, he ain't.
Which, we already discussed this. Sludge Bomb fucks everybody in the head except for Scizor, and I outspeed Scizor, and I'll eat up a Bullet Punch. I don't have to worry about U-turn. Even if he goes out to Scizor, it's fine if he eats the Sludge Bomb. I'll click Heat Wave. Lit. Lit. Whew. Alright, well, that is one hell of a team build for a week 1. If I do say so myself. I'm very confident. We have a very, you know what? It's not a ton of bulk, but the Mons that we do have, Dudley, Fatbat, and Drax, and Millennia here as well, they have enough bulk to get it done, but what I wanted in my draft was hyper offensive, and I think we have a very, 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 very hyper offensive team to say the least. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see how week 1 goes against the Grand Canyon Greninjas. I'm confident that I think we can play this game of chess well enough. The only thing that I'm worried about is Aurora Veil, because Aurora Veil would be the monkey wrench in this entire operation.
The Crobat just sort of deletes it, though. It can defog it away, and he also ignores it.
Yeah. So Crobat is
the only thing that would suck about that, though, is like then you lose your rocks.
Crobat and Jirachi, we definitely need to keep alive. Those two must stay alive at all costs. So
you can get everything super low too, and just clean up with Hoopa as well. Once you get them low enough.
Yeah. All right, I'm confident. I don't think we need a Trick Room team this week. Maybe next week. Maybe the week after we'll figure it out. But
maybe the next week. Yeah, maybe the next week when you face a team that's even faster.
Either way, thank you, Nexus, for joining us. It is appreciated.
Dog.
Your Wi-Fi wisdom, your Wi-Fi knowledge is all up in here. Hey, you guys notice how this time I was like, yo, Rindoberry, let's get it. Yeah.
Oh, dude. I know.
It's little things. It's little things, dog. It's little things, though. Anyways, let us know what you guys think about the team in the comment section below. Again, these are going to go up on Thursdays. Battles will go up on Saturdays. Do not stress. Our opponent will not see these team builders before. We will battle before you guys see the team builders.
Basically.
Boom.
The match will have already been finished when a team builder goes up.
Yeah. I'll tell you right now. We're recording this on Tuesday. I'm going to battle Twin on Wednesday. Team builder goes up on Thursday. Yo.
Damn. Easy clap.
Absolutely. Week 1 of the UCL. It's going to be nerves. But I hope that you guys...
I think you got it. I think you got it.
I hope.
Should have it.
I hope. Anyways, let us know what you guys think of the team in the comment section below. And here's to hoping the best for Season 3, Week 1, the United Championship League. Thank you guys for watching. We out this bitch.